Chapter 3445 Decadence. Is that so? Jian Wushuang narrowed his eyes slightly. Miss Xiao'er was really mysterious. Let's not talk about her. By the way, I have been back for so long. Why haven't I seen second brother? Where is he? Jian Wushuang asked. In this life, besides having an elder sister, he also had a second brother, Zhuo Peng. Your second brother. At the mention of Zhuo Peng, Zhuo Yunfeng's expression became a little strange. What's wrong? Did something happen to second brother? Jian Wushuang frowned. Nothing major happened, but he has been a little dispirited these years, Zhuo Yunfeng said. Dispirited? Jian Wushuang was stunned. It's like this, Zhuo Bing said. As you know, your second brother is a wild man and doesn't like to live a comfortable life. After he came to Piawo City, he longed to become an expert because of the excellent cultivation conditions here. Therefore, he worked hard and even entered a small force around Piawo City to cultivate. But unfortunately, his talent was limited, so his achievements were naturally not that high. He suffered a setback or two. Fortunately, Miss Xiao'er came forward, so nothing happened. Later on, he also thought things through, so he wanted to live a comfortable life in Piawo City. And just now, Father also told him to help you. Your brother-in-law is a deputy director in a chamber of commerce in Piawo City, so he has a certain status. Therefore, your brother-in-law arranged a position for him in that shop. It used to be peaceful, but not long ago, a girl came to the Chamber of Commerce. She was received by your second brother. It doesn't matter if she was not received, but for some reason, the two of them fell in love with each other. Now, the girl often comes to the Chamber of Commerce and is received by your second brother. The two of them have developed a bond. Hearing this, Jian Wushuang smiled and said, Isn't that good? Do you agree with her? It would be good if that's all. But soon, your second brother will know that the girl's background is very big. Zhuo Bing continued, The girl is from the Blood Martin clan, and she is the beloved daughter of the clan leader of the Blood Martin clan. This background was too powerful. Your second brother was just an ordinary cultivator at the level of a saint, and he didn't have any power or status. He only held some moderate positions in an ordinary chamber of commerce. Naturally, the Blood Martin clan looked down on your second brother. Therefore, even though that girl was extremely unwilling after the Blood Martin clan found out about this, they still forced the two of them to cut off contact. Some experts of the Blood Martin clan even went out to warn your second brother to stop having any improper thoughts. That girl also returned to the Blood Martin clan, and she never came to Piawo City again. After that incident, your second brother became dispirited. He spent all his time drinking and never went to the Chamber of Commerce again. Is that so? Jian Wushuang raised his eyebrows. He had completely understood what had happened. Being trapped by love, especially when you know where your beloved is, but you can't bring him back or keep him by your side. It's really not a good feeling. I can see that my second brother is also a lover. Jian Wushuang said with a faint smile, Third brother, your second brother is really in pain now. Can you find a way to help him? Zhuo Bing looked over, but she had just finished speaking. Nonsense! Zhuo Yunfeng directly shouted in a low voice. The girl who made your second brother dispirited is the beloved daughter of the Blood Martin clan's grandmaster. She has a noble status. The Blood Martin clan is already very merciful to only warn him and make him stop thinking. At this time, what do you want your third brother to do? But father, with my third brother's ability, if he really wants to help, maybe... Zhuo Bing had not finished her words. Shut up, Zhuo Yunfeng scolded again. Your third brother is quite talented, and he has been adventuring outside these years. Although his strength has improved a lot, he is still a member of the Blood Martin clan, one of the top tribes in the demon area. Such a tribe is not something that can be easily provoked. Visit Rejection, me for extra chapters. Zhuo Yunfeng had stayed in the fluttering fire city for so many years, so he knew a little about the many clans in the demon region. He knew how terrifying the Blood Marten clan was, so he reprimanded Zhuo Bing. This made Zhuo Bing extremely speechless. At this time, Jian Wushuang finally spoke. Father, don't be anxious. Tell me first, what is the overall strength of the Blood Marten clan? Who is stronger, and who is weaker than the Scarlet Gold clan? Although I've been in the fluttering fire city all year round, I still know a little about the top clans in the demon region. It's said that the Blood Marten clan was able to challenge the 4 divine clans at its peak. Although it has declined, it's still a top clan in the demon region. As for its overall strength, it should be slightly weaker than the Scarlet Gold clan, but it's definitely not much weaker, Zhuo Yunfeng said. Oh, just like that. Jian Wushuang could not help laughing. Zhuo Bing, who was beside him, also said, my 3rd brother dared to kill Qi, who, the young grandmaster of the Scarlet Gold clan. The Blood Marten clan is not as strong as the Scarlet Gold clan. In front of my 3rd brother, they are nothing. What did you say? When Zhuo Yunfeng and Luo Xinqin heard this, they were both stunned. You just said, who did Xiao'er kill? Zhuo Yunfeng looked at Zhuo Bing in shock. Qi, who is the young grandmaster of the Scarlet Gold clan. Zhuo Bing said, today in Piahuo City, that Qi who had a small conflict with Yun, so he humiliated Xiao'er on the street. At this time, 3rd brother rushed over and killed Qi Hu and his followers without saying a word. You mean Xiao'er killed people in Piahuo City and killed the young grandmaster of the Scarlet Gold clan? Zhuo Yunfeng's eyes were wide open. Yes, but my 3rd brother clearly violated the rules of Piahuo City. However, the City Protection Army of Piahuo City, including the commander of the City Protection Army, didn't dare to attack my 3rd brother. They said that even if my 3rd brother killed Qi, who, it would be in vain. After that, many top clans in the demon region, including the Scarlet Gold clan, wouldn't dare to come and find trouble with my 3rd brother. Zhuo Bing said, Is this true? Zhuo Yunfeng looked at Jian Wushuang in astonishment. Yes, it's true. Jian Wushuang smiled. Father, I can tell you that if nothing goes wrong, I can absolutely do whatever I want in the demon region. Even if I kill a young grandmaster of the Scarlet Gold clan in Piahuo City, the top clans in the demon region can only watch and do nothing to me. As for the Blood Marten clan, they are nothing more than that. Hearing this, Zhuo Yunfeng was a little stunned. Jian Wushuang looked at Zhuo Bing and said, Elder sister, where is 2nd brother now? Let him come over first. If you find any errors, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know so we can fix it as soon as possible. Tip, you can use left, right, A and D keyboard keys to browse between chapters. Chapter 3446 Marriage Proposal. Xiao'er, go and call your uncle over, Zhuo Bing ordered. Yes. Xiao'er nodded and immediately went out of the courtyard. Before long, Xiao'er and Zhuo Peng came back together. 3rd brother. When Zhuo Peng saw Jian Wushuang, he immediately revealed an ecstatic expression and rushed over to give Jian Wushuang a hug. 2nd brother, long time no see. Jian Wushuang also smiled. You also said that you haven't heard anything for so many years. We were worried about you, Zhuo Peng said. Aren't you back safely? Jian Wushuang smiled and said, By the way, I heard from Father that you encountered some trouble. Father told you? Zhuo Peng glanced at Jian Wushuang and then sighed. Although Xiao'er and I agreed to marry her, the gap between our statuses is too big. Let's ignore the gap between our statuses for now. 2nd brother, let me ask you, do you want to marry her? Jian Wushuang asked. Yes, of course, I want to marry her. Even in my dreams, I want to marry her, but she is a member of the Blood Martin clan, and the daughter of the clan leader of the Blood Martin clan. Shuo Peng said, I told you to ignore your statuses for now. Since you want to marry her, it's easy, Jian Wushuang said with a smile. Third brother, do you have a way? Shuo Peng looked at Jian Wushuang expectantly. Of course, and it's very simple. You just need to go with me to the Blood Martin clan to propose marriage. Then I will help you bring your sweetheart back. Jian Wushuang said with a smile. Really? Shuo Peng's eyes lit up. Of course it's true. Second brother. I'm afraid you don't know that third brother is now standing at a height that we can't imagine. Today, he killed Qi Hu, the young grandmaster of the Scarlet Gold clan, on the spot in Piahuo City. But the city protection army of Piahuo City didn't dare to do anything to him. Vu's with third brother's current strength and status. If he goes to the Blood Martin clan to propose marriage, I'm afraid the Blood Martin clan won't dare to disrespect him. Shuo Bing said he killed the young grandmaster of the Scarlet Gold clan in Piahuo City, and he's still fine. Shuo Peng immediately became fanatical. Third brother, second brother, why don't you make some preparations? Well, go to the Blood Martin clan now. How about it? Jian Wushuang said. Okay, of course. I'll make some preparations right away. Shuo Peng became excited and immediately began to make preparations. Shui Yunfeng looked at Jian Wushuang and said, Xiao'er, isn't it too rushed to go to the Blood Martin clan to propose marriage right now? Besides, since we're going to propose marriage, we must prepare the betrothal gifts, but we haven't prepared the betrothal gifts yet. Don't worry, I have the betrothal gifts. I promise I won't let my future sister-in-law suffer, Jian Wushuang said with a smile. He had killed so many experts, including several principals masters, and even another master. As a top principals master, the Flame Divine Guard naturally had a lot of treasures and resources. As long as he took out some of them as betrothal gifts, the Blood Martin clan would be tempted. Third brother, can you take me with you to propose marriage this time? Shuo Bing suddenly asked. I want to go too, Qiu Yun also said. Jian Wushuang could not help smiling. If you want to go, of course. Father, mother, why don't you go together? Well, Zhui Yunfeng and Luo Xinqin looked at each other, and then Zhui Yunfeng said with a smile, Then let's go together. Let's go and pick up the daughter-in-law of our Zhou family. Go and call your father, Zhuo Bing said. Okay. Qiu Yun immediately went. Not long after, Jian Wushuang left the drifting fire city with his family and went to the clan land of the Blood Martin clan. The clan land of the Blood Martin clan was not far from Piahuo City, but it took Jian Wushuang more than half a day to get there, with Zhui Yunfeng and the others. Is this the territory of the Blood Martin clan? Jian Wushuang looked at the vast territory covered by the restriction. The range of the restriction was so wide that it covered almost a whole and huge mountain range. Because of the restriction, even Jian Wushuang could not see the scene below. This restriction seems to be quite strong, Jian Wushuang said calmly. Visit Rejection, me for extra chapters. I've heard of the Blood Martin clan. A long time ago, the Blood Martin clan was only a medium-sized clan in the Demon region. But later, because of this Blood Martin clan, a very powerful expert appeared. It's said that his strength has reached the peak of the 6 Void Realms, and is even infinitely close to the peak of the 6 Void Realms. It was under his leadership that the Blood Martin clan became the top clan. At that time, they even dared to challenge the 4 great divine clans. However, after the strongest expert of the Blood Martin clan left the divine beginning realm and ventured into the depths of the universe battlefield, the strength of the Blood Martin clan gradually declined. Until now, they have only managed to maintain their position as a top clan. Now, The restriction covering the entire ancestral land should be created by the strongest expert of the Blood Martin clan, said Demon Master Chenhua, infinitely close to the pinnacle of the 6 void realms. Isn't that the same as you? Jian Wushuang glanced at Demon Master Chenhua. Demon Master Chenhua only raised his eyebrows and did not say anything. Second brother, you go. With me here to support you, you don't need to be afraid or worried. Just tell me why you're here, Jian Wushuang said. Okay. Zhuo Peng took a deep breath and rushed toward the entrance of the Blood Martin clan. Jian Wushuang stayed in the void above and watched everything below. Zhuo Peng went directly to the entrance. Before he got close, someone stopped him. Who is it? Several Saint-level members of the Blood Martin clan were guarding the entrance. They stared at Zhuo Peng with cold faces. I am Zhuo Peng. I am from Piahuo City. This time, I am here to propose marriage, Zhuo Peng said solemnly. Propose marriage? The few members of the Blood Martin clan were stunned at first, but then they burst into laughter. Kid, did you go to the wrong place? You are an immortal saint of the human race, yet you came to my Blood Martin clan to propose marriage? Who in my Blood Martin clan would fancy you? The one I want to propose marriage is your Blood Martin clan's Princess Ing. You can just call her out, Zhuo Peng said. What a joke. What status does my princess have? Why would she like a human kid like you? You're clearly scheming against us. Hurry up and scram. One of the Blood Martin clansmen immediately berated. But at this moment, what's going on? A low voice sounded. At the entrance, an evil-looking man in a black robe walked out with his hands behind his back. If you find any errors, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know so we can fix it as soon as possible. Tip: you can use left, right, A and D keyboard keys to browse between chapters. Chapter 3447, Offense, Lord Erkong. Seeing the arrival, the few Blood Martin clansmen who were guarding immediately saluted respectfully. At the same time, one of them said, I don't know where this human kid came from. He said that he came to propose marriage, and the person who proposed marriage was Her Highness the Princess. Oh, the black-robed man glanced at Zhuo Peng and smiled wickedly. Who did I think it was? It's you? You human ant. How dare you dream of marrying the princess of my Blood Martin clan? To be honest, if not for Princess Ying's pleas, the clan leader would have killed you long ago. How dare you take the initiative to offer your life to me? Erkong, am here to propose marriage to Xiao'er. Asking her to come out and see me, Zhuo Peng said. With Jian Wushuang behind him, Zhuo Peng was confident. See you? Ha! I advise you to stop daydreaming. The princess will never come to see you. To tell you the truth, in order to save your life, the princess has promised the clan leader that she will never see you again. Moreover, she has agreed to the engagement that the clan leader made for her. It won't be long before the princess gets married, but it won't be you. You'd better give up now, the wicked man, Erkong, said. What did you say? Zhuo Peng's expression changed greatly. Jian Wushuang, who was in the void above, could not stand it any longer. He immediately moved to Zhuo Peng's side. Third brother. Zhuo Peng looked over. Leave it to me. Jian Wushuang smiled and gestured for Zhuo Peng to step aside, while Jian Wushuang looked at Erkong. Your name is Erkong, right? Please go in and inform him that I, Heavenly Sword Marquis, want to meet the clan leader of the Blood Martin clan. Heavenly Sword Marquis. Erkong's expression changed. He immediately felt that the name was familiar, but he did not immediately remember where he had heard it. However, because he had already noticed that Jian Wushuang's aura was only at the Saint Realm, he said directly, Clan leader, you are too busy to meet a random person. You'd better take the boy and get lost. Oh, really? Jian Wushuang smiled. It seems that I was too polite. After saying that, Jian Wushuang reached for the Blood Mountain sword behind him with his right hand. The blade was slowly unsheathed, and a cold aura gradually spread in the surrounding area. What do you want to do? Kong's face turned cold. However, Jian Wushuang did not pay any attention to him. He unsheathed the Blood Mountain sword, and with shocking power, it directly slashed toward the huge restriction on the ancestral land of the Blood Mountain clan. Whoosh! The cold sword light instantly magnified and tore the space apart. A shocking sword shadow that was more than 300 meters long appeared in front of everyone. This sword, Kong, who had not thought much of Jian Wushuang at the beginning, was shocked when he saw this sword. He saw that Jian Wushuang was just an immortal saint, but the power of this sword was obviously much stronger than that of many principal's masters. Heavenly Sword Marquis, Heavenly Sword Marquis. Kong repeated the name and suddenly had an idea. I remember now. He is Heavenly Sword Marquis, the #1 genius in the history of the Divine Beginning realm. It's actually him. Kong's heart trembled. However, that shocking 300-meter-long sword shadow had already mercilessly slashed at the barrier. Rumble! Under the impact of the sword shadow's power, the entire barrier began to tremble slightly. Meanwhile, within the ancestral land of the Blood Mountain clan, the earth and mountains began to shake. What's going on? Why is the surrounding world shaking? If you have problems with this website, please continue reading your novel on our new website, MyBox Novel. Thanks. It's the clan-protecting formation shaking. Someone is attacking it. How can it shake the clan-protecting formation like this? The person who is attacking must be a principal's master at the 4th realm of the void. The entire Blood Mountain clan was in an uproar. The rule masters of the Blood Mountain clan were also alarmed. They immediately rushed toward the entrance of the clan. When they arrived, they saw Jian Wushuang in front of them. You are Heavenly Sword Marquis. The principals, masters of the Blood Mountain clan, were not as ignorant as Kong. They recognized Jian Wushuang at a glance. It's me, Jian Wushuang admitted directly. When they learned that the person who attacked the clan-protecting formation was Jian Wushuang, the principals, masters of the Blood Mountain clan, were shocked but also angry. Heavenly Sword Marquis, why did you attack the clan-protecting formation of the Blood Mountain clan? Siu, the clan leader of the Blood Mountain clan, asked in a low voice. I came here with great sincerity. I told you my name at the beginning and asked your people to go in and report it. However, your people said that you, the clan leader of the Blood Mountain clan, are too busy to meet a nobody like me. They also told me to get lost. What do you think I should do? Jian Wushuang said indifferently. Hearing this, the principals, masters of the Blood Mountain clan were shocked. To compare this super genius, Heavenly Sword Marquis, who was famous in the Divine Beginning realm, to a nobody, and to ask Heavenly Sword Marquis to get lost, even the 3 great sages and the 3 great Freedom Alliance would not dare to say this, right? In the current Divine Beginning realm, who dared to treat Heavenly Sword Marquis as a nobody. Immediately, they understood why Heavenly Sword Marquis attacked the Blood Mountain clan's protective array. It was obvious that the words of the Blood Mountain clan's clansmen had offended or even humiliated the other party. After understanding this point, the Blood Mountain clan's principals, masters could not help but glare at Kong angrily. Kong also knew that he had caused trouble. Sensing the gazes of these principals, masters, he immediately lowered his head. However, he had already caused trouble, so the Blood Mountain clan could only clean up for Kong. Mr. Heavenly Marquis, I'm afraid there's been a misunderstanding. Kong has always stayed in the clan and rarely interacted with the outside world, so he might not have heard of your name. so he might have offended you. I hope you can be magnanimous and don't blame me," the Blood Marten clan leader, Xiao'er, said apologetically. Although he was the clan leader and the Blood Marten clan was one of the top clans in the demon region, they did not want to provoke a terrifying existence like Jian Wushuang unless it was absolutely necessary. Since it's a misunderstanding, and since your Blood Marten clan is a little apologetic, I won't be so stingy to pursue it. However, I came to your Blood Marten clan for another matter," Jian Wushuang said. "What's the matter?" Ursa asked. "Second brother, come over." Jian Wushuang waved to Zhuopeng behind him. Chapter 34-48 Rejection. Zhuopeng, who was standing at the back, had some misgivings even though he had confidence in Jian Wushuang. After all, he was now facing the Blood Marten clan, one of the top clans in the demon region. However, when he saw that the clan leader of the Blood Marten clan, Xiao'er, did not dare to put on airs in the face of Jian Wushuang's strength. On the contrary, he was very humble. Zhuopeng no longer had any misgivings. Upon hearing Jian Wushuang's greeting, he immediately walked up. "Clan leader of the Blood Marten clan, nice to meet you." Zhuopeng greeted him politely. "And you are?" Xiao'er looked puzzled. "Clan leader. He is the human cultivator who has a dispute with the princess," Kong said immediately. "You." Xiao'er's face darkened. "Clan leader of the Blood Marten clan, let me introduce you. This is my second brother. We are blood-related brothers," Jian Wushuang said. "What?" Xiao'er was stunned. The experts of the Blood Marten clan were also stunned. They were all high-level experts of the Blood Marten clan, so they naturally knew that their princess had a relationship with a human cultivator in the Piahuo city not long ago. They had already investigated his background. He should not have a big background, and Zhuopeng's talent and strength were not that great. Although their princess liked such a human cultivator, they completely looked down on him. If it was not for Princess Ying's request, the Blood Marten clan would have sent people to kill him. But it was this human cultivator who did not have any status and ability in their eyes, and now he actually brought in a big shot, Heavenly Sword Marquis. This name, no matter which faction it was, they probably did not dare to look down on him in the slightest, and no faction dared to look down on his ability. It was true that even though he was not ridiculously strong right now, and many factions were not afraid of him in terms of pure strength, what made Heavenly Sword Marquis the most terrifying was his terrifying potential. He was the #1 genius in the history of the Divine Beginning realm. He was a super genius who could easily defeat many Principal's masters and even severely injure Saint Realm masters. More importantly, this person's ability to protect his life was incredible, and he basically could not die. As long as he was not dead, his strength would undoubtedly reach an extremely terrifying level after a period of time. The Blood Marten clan should be in awe of such a super genius. If they could avoid making enemies, they should not make enemies. Clan leader Blood Marten, you should know the origin of my trip after seeing my second brother, right? Jian Wushuang looked at Xiao'er in front of him with a faint smile. "I'll be frank. I heard that my second brother and Princess Ying of the Blood Marten clan are very compatible, so I'm here to propose a marriage for my second brother. This is the betrothal gift from my Zhuo family. Take a look." Jian Wushuang directly threw an interspatial ring to Xiao'er. Jian Wushuang was indeed here to propose a marriage, and he was very sincere. For example, Jian Wushuang had given a lot of betrothal gifts in the interspatial ring. There were 4 or 5 supreme treasures, which was already very good. However, after taking Jian Wushuang's interspatial ring, Xiao'er and the experts of the Blood Marten clan around him frowned. Normally, the Blood Marten clan would be very happy to have a relationship with Jian Wushuang, since Heavenly Sword Marquis had come to propose marriage in person and given them a lot of betrothal gifts, Naturally, the marriage would not be a problem. But now it was different. If you have problems with this website, please continue reading your novel on our new website, MyBox Novel. Thanks. The Blood Martin clan was in a very delicate situation, and the marriage of Princess Ing was more important to the Blood Martin clan. Therefore, after a simple exchange with the experts of the Blood Martin clan, Xiao'er quickly made a decision. Mr. Heavenly Marquis, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid our Blood Martin clan can't agree to this marriage, Xiao'er said. Oh, why? Jian Wushuang's face darkened. Is it because I didn't give enough betrothal gifts? Or does your Blood Martin clan still think that my second brother is not good enough for your princess? No, Mr. Heavenly Marquis, you've given a lot of betrothal gifts, and you're very sincere. As for your second brother, since you're here, of course, he can be a good match for my daughter. However, Mr. Heavenly Marquis is a step too late. My daughter already has a lover, Xiao'er said. Impossible. Zhuopeng immediately shouted in a low voice. I'm very clear about Xiao'er's character. We've only been separated for 3 years. How could she have someone else in her heart? There's nothing impossible about it. You're indeed a step too late. Not only does my daughter have someone else in her heart, but both parties have already decided on a marriage contract, Xiao'er said with a smile. How can this be? Zhuopeng's body began to tremble. No, I don't believe it. Unless you let her come out and tell me personally, I will only believe what she says. Clan leader Blood Martin, did you hear that? Why don't we invite Princess Ing out and let her explain it to my second brother face to face? As long as she can explain it clearly and make my second brother completely stop thinking about it, then I'm not the kind of person who will force my second brother to leave immediately. How about it? Jian Wushuang looked at Xiao'er. Well, Xiao'er pondered for a moment and then shook his head. No, my daughter is going to be betrothed to someone else soon. How can I show my face in public at this time and get involved with others? If this gets out, won't it be a disgrace to my Blood Martin clan? What will my daughter do in the future? Oh. Jian Wushuang raised his eyebrows and gave Xiao'er a deep look. Then he smiled and said, Clan leader Blood Martin, I'm afraid it's not that your daughter doesn't want to show her face in public, but as a father, you don't dare to let her meet my second brother, right? How dare you? Xiao'er's voice suddenly sank. Mr. Heavenly Marquis, although I respect your talent and strength, we are in front of the ancestral land of the Blood Martin clan. You said that it's not convenient for my daughter to meet outsiders. Are you going to force me? Thanks. Upon hearing this, Jian Wushuang praised, Clan leader Blood Martin, I'm very curious. Where did you get the courage to not give me any face? What made you so determined and unwilling to marry Princess Xiao'er to my second brother? But it doesn't matter. I'll know soon enough. Heavenly Sword Marquis, what do you want to do? Xiao'er narrowed his eyes and stared at Jian Wushuang. What do you think? Since your Blood Martin clan doesn't want to let Princess Ing come out to meet us, we can only go in and meet her ourselves, Jian Wushuang said with a smile. Haha, what a joke. What kind of place do you think my Blood Martin clan is? Do you think you can just enter as you please? Xiao'er could not help sneering. Chapter 3449 Attack, the Magic Array. The high-level experts of the Blood Martin clan also looked at Jian Wushuang with contempt, although they knew that their talent was extremely heaven-defying and their methods were extraordinary. Talent was talent, and it was different from true strength. The Blood Martin clan had existed in the Demon region for so many years as a top clan, so its foundation was naturally extraordinary. Without the consent of the Blood Martin clan, it was naturally extremely difficult for others to break into the territory of the Blood Martin clan. Not to mention others, Just the huge protective array covering the territory of the clan was not something ordinary experts could shake. In the face of the ridicule of the experts of the Blood Marten clan, Jian Wushuang smiled coldly and looked up. Qinhua, Demon Master Qinhua, appeared beside Jian Wushuang and asked, "What, do you want me to attack again?" "Of course, I can't defeat this formation alone. But with your strength, you should be able to defeat it, right?" Jian Wushuang asked with a smile. "I'm not sure, but I can try," Demon Master Qinhua said. "Then let's try first," Jian Wushuang said with a smile. Demon Master Qinhua did not say anything. He moved and appeared in front of the clan-protecting formation. He stood there and was less than half a meter away from the Blood Marten clan's clan protection formation. Then he extended his hand and touched the light membrane of the formation. He immediately sensed an extremely shocking power from the formation. When the many experts of the Blood Marten clan saw this scene, they all sneered. What is this person doing there? From the looks of it, is he planning to break the clan protection array? Humph, what a joke! The clan protection array was created by the ancestor who led the Blood Marten clan to greatness. No one has been able to break it for a long time. Although this person looks like an expert, it's impossible for him to break the clan protection array. The many experts of the Blood Marten clan had absolute confidence in their clan protective array. Therefore, even when they saw the Demon Master Qinhua appear in front of the array and clearly had the intention to attack the array, they did not stop him. They believed that it was impossible for the Demon Master Qinhua to break the array. But at this moment, the Demon Master Qinhua had already made his move like lightning. He did not make much preparations. After feeling the power of the array formation, he clenched his right hand into a fist and threw a punch at the array formation. The brutal punch was simple and crude. It contained unimaginable power as it instantly smashed into the light membrane of the array formation. The light membrane that was hit immediately produced a large number of ripples like giant rocks that were like water. These ripples spread out crazily in the surroundings. The entire array formation also began to tremble violently. This kind of trembling caused the earth and mountains within the Blood Marten clan to shake, as if an earthquake had occurred. How could it be? When the Blood Marten clan leader, Xiao'er, saw this scene, his eyes immediately widened. The power of a punch actually caused such a huge tremor in the protective array formation of our Blood Marten clan. Could this person be a super expert of the 6th level of the Void? The 6th realm of the Void. The other experts of the Blood Marten clan were also shocked. If you have problems with this website, please continue reading your novel on our new website, MyBox Novel. Thanks. They could not sense the specific aura of Demon Master Qinhua, so they thought that Jian Wushuang alone would not be able to threaten them. But now that Demon Master Qinhua had made a move, his strength had indeed frightened them. The 6th realm of the Void. This was the top expert of the divine beginning realm. Fortunately, even though this person has the strength of the 6 realms of the Void, our Blood Marten clan's clan protection array was personally created by that ancestor. If we want to break this clan protection array, just one of the 6 realms of the Void is definitely not enough. This person can at most slightly shake the array, but he definitely can't break it, said Xiao'er. Hearing this, the experts of the Blood Marten clan heaved a sigh of relief. What they did not know was that Demon Master Qinhua did not use his full strength in the beginning. His punch was just to test the sturdiness of the magic array. The person who created this magic array is indeed very capable. The power of this magic array is also very impressive. Demon Master Qinhua stood at the edge of the magic array and secretly praised. Qinhua, there are so many people watching. Don't embarrass yourself. Jian Wushuang's laughter came over. Demon Master Qinhua narrowed his eyes slightly and then flipped his palm. A full set of scarlet gold appeared on his hands. This scarlet gold glove was Demon Master Chenyuo's own offensive magic weapon. It had already reached the level of a top-tier supreme treasure and was extremely powerful. After putting on this scarlet gold glove, his overall combat power naturally increased by a lot. He was still standing less than half a meter away from the light membrane of the array, but his eyes were still shining with a fierce light. In his right palm, there was a shocking power condensing. Heavenly divine extermination. Demon Master Chenhua growled. He clenched his right palm, and in an instant, a brilliant golden light surged up, enveloping the entire world in a golden color. The fist formed by his palm, it was like a huge golden sun. This golden sun was extremely dazzling, illuminating everything in the world. Under the attention of the surrounding people, it suddenly struck the light membrane of the array formation. Instantly, boom! A series of violent explosions shook the entire void. Outside the light membrane, around the body of the Demon Master, space had completely exploded, and a huge black hole appeared out of thin air. In front of Demon Master Chenhua, the light membrane of the array that had been smashed by the fist of Demon Master Chenhua had completely caved in. It caved in extremely deeply, directly affecting the entire array. Rumble, the entire array began to tremble madly, as if it was about to collapse. Even the entire ancestral land of the Blood Marten clan began to turn upside down. Upon seeing this scene, all the experts of the Blood Marten clan were stunned. They knew very well that although the array in front of them had not been directly broken from the scene, it was obvious that this array had already reached the limit that they could endure. Buzz buzz, the might of Demon Master Chenyuo's punch was finally exhausted. The frantically trembling array protecting the tribe gradually regained its calm. Seeing this, Demon Master Chenhua was not angry, but happy instead. Haha, not bad, not bad. The power of this array is indeed impressive. It can actually block my full force attack of the God Extinguisher. It seems that this array is qualified for me to use the God Extinguisher of the Dragon. God Extinguisher of the Dragon? Hearing Demon Master Chenhua talking to himself, the faces of the experts of the Blood Marten clan changed drastically. They could tell from the words of Demon Master Chenhua that the punch just now was not the strongest move of Demon Master Chenhua. He had yet to use an even stronger move. Chapter 3450. Bow your head. How is this possible? The clan protection array of our Blood Marten clan was personally set up by the most powerful ancestor back then. Furthermore, the ancestor had also instructed that unless one was like him, a supreme expert who had reached the peak of the 6th level of the void, no one would be able to forcefully break through this array. But this person, could it be that his strength is comparable to that of the ancestor at his peak? Xiao'er widened his eyes. At this moment, the members of the Blood Marten clan had already noticed that a large amount of power was once again beginning to gather on the body of the Demon Master Chenhua. Not good. The expressions of the experts of the Blood Marten clan changed drastically. They could all see that the attack just now from the Demon Master Chenhua had already reached the limit of the clan protection formation. It was estimated that the clan protection formation would not be able to withstand another 2 or 3 such attacks. What Demon Master Chenhua had just said meant that the attack he was about to unleash would be even stronger than the previous one. Stop. Xiao'er did not dare to let Demon Master Chenhua attack the formation again. After all, the formation had protected them for so many years. If it was broken by force, the formation would collapse. No one in the Blood Marten clan could restore the clan-protecting formation, so they immediately shouted, "Chenhua, stop!" Jian Wushuang said. Upon hearing Jian Wushuang's words, the power gathered by Demon Master Chenhua gradually calmed down. Seeing this, The experts of the Blood Martin clan finally heaved a sigh of relief. Clan leader Blood Martin, weren't you very confident just now that I could enter your Blood Martin clan whenever I wanted? Jian Wushuang looked at Xiao mockingly. Now that I'm standing here, do you dare to repeat what you just said? This, Xiao's face could not help twitching. He dared to say that just now because he had absolute confidence in the Blood Martin clan's protective array. He believed that Jian Wushuang's strength would not be able to shake the array, but he did not expect that Jian Wushuang also had a terrifying demon master of the Qinhua clan by his side. With the help of the demon master of the Qinhua clan, it was not impossible to break the array. Mr. Heavenly Marquis, it is indeed my Blood Martin clan's fault. I apologize to you, Mr. Heavenly Marquis, but my daughter has already been engaged to someone. I definitely did not lie about that. Xiao said, even if there is an engagement, it's probably decided by your Blood Martin clan. I'm afraid it's not agreed by Princess Ing herself, Jian Wushuang said. Xiao was silent. Humph, I knew it. Even if Ing-er doesn't see me anymore because of your Blood Martin clan, she wouldn't agree to the engagement so soon. It turns out that everything is decided by your Blood Martin clan, Shuo Peng said in a low voice. Clan leader of the Blood Martin clan, since I came here personally to propose the marriage and brought a great betrothal gift, I have already given face to your Blood Martin clan. But now I'm curious. Who did you betroth Princess Ing to that is worthy for your Blood Martin clan to come and ruin my face? Jian Wushuang looked at Xiao coldly. Xiao frowned and hesitated for a moment, then said, to tell you the truth, the one who has an engagement with my daughter is the young clan leader of the Scarlet Gold clan, Qihu. If you have problems with this website, please continue reading your novel on our new website, MyBox Novel. Thanks. Qihu. Jian Wushuang was stunned. Zhuo Peng, Zhuo Yunfeng, and the others who were watching quietly from above were also stunned. They had been guessing who the Blood Martin clan had betrothed Princess Ing to. They had not expected that it would be Qihu. Haha, this is interesting. Jian Wushuang laughed. His smile was very strange. After a long while, he stopped laughing. He said, Blood Martin clan, since the engagement is with Qihu, I can tell you now that the engagement has been cancelled. Cancelled? Xiao was stunned. The experts of the Blood Martin clan were also puzzled. Jian Wushuang continued, I'll tell you directly. Not long ago, in the Piahuo city, I killed Qihu, the young grandmaster of the Scarlet Gold clan, because he offended me. What? Xiao was shocked. The experts of the Blood Martin clan were also stunned. Qihu had been killed. Mr. Heavenly Marquis, Qihu is really dead. Did you lie to me? Xiao did not quite believe it. I'm not going to lie to you for such a thing. I killed Qihu in the Piahuo city, and it caused quite a stir. The ancestral land of your Blood Martin clan is not far from the Piahuo city, and there must be clansmen in the city. You can send a message to your clansman in the Piahuo city and ask him to inquire about it. He should be able to find out, Jian Wushuang said with a smile. Xiao immediately ordered the people next to him to send a message. After a short while, they received a definite result. He's dead. Qihu is indeed dead. According to the news from Piahuo City, the one who killed Qihu was an immortal saint who used a sword. He killed Qihu and caused a huge commotion in Piahuo City. Even the commander of the Piahuo City's City Protection Army personally rushed over, but because the other party had a super expert by his side, the City Protection Army didn't dare to make a move at all. Now, it seems that the one who killed Qihu was this heavenly sword Marquis, and the super expert by his side is this terrifying existence who has reached the peak of the 6 states of the void. The experts of the Blood Martin clan had already made their own judgment. After a brief discussion, Xiao took a deep breath, Then he solemnly said, "Mr. Heavenly Marquis, you're right. Since Chihu is dead, the engagement between him and my daughter naturally doesn't count. Now that Mr. Heavenly Marquis has personally proposed the marriage, please come to my Blood Martin clan for a chat. If you had done this earlier, it would have saved us a lot of trouble." Jian Wushuang smiled and beckoned Zhui Yunfeng and the others to come down. Then they entered the ancestral land of the Blood Martin clan. In a magnificent hall in the ancestral land of the Blood Martin clan, Jian Wushuang and Heir Xiao sat side by side, while Demon Master Chenhua sat casually beside them. Zhui Yunfeng, Zhui Peng, and the others also sat casually. "Mr. Heavenly Marquis, there are indeed many misunderstandings about today's matter. Normally, if you came to propose marriage in person, the Blood Martin clan would certainly give you a name. But this time, we did it out of helplessness." Heir Xiao sighed. "I see." Jian Wushuang nodded slightly. He could see that the Blood Martin clan must have some special reasons. Otherwise, they would not have been so tough in the beginning and directly refused his proposal. Even if it was the Scarlet Gold clan on the other side, the clan leader of the Blood Martin clan must know that Jian Wushuang might not be inferior to the Scarlet Gold clan in terms of weight alone. Chapter 34:51 Divine Moon Palace Clan Leader Blood Martin. "Tell me." Jian Wushuang knocked on the armchair, casually. "Celestial Marquis, to tell you the truth, the Blood Martin clan arranged the marriage between my daughter and Qi Hu so that the Blood Martin clan and the Scarlet Gold clan could get closer through marriage. This way, we can have more confidence when we face the Blood clan," Heir Xiao said. "Blood clan?" Jian Wushuang's expression changed. "What does the marriage between you and the Scarlet Gold clan have to do with the Blood clan?" "Mr. Heavenly Marquis, you may not know this, but although the Blood Martin clan has always been a top clan in the Demon region, in fact, our clan only had a period of glory when the ancestor was still alive. After the ancestor went to the universe battlefield, our clan gradually declined. Although we are still a top clan now, we are already at the bottom of the top clans. Many other races also secretly said that the Blood Martin clan was not worthy of its name and no longer had the strength of a top race. In addition, the Heavenly Sword Marquis may also know that the competition between many races in the Demon region has always been very cruel, and our Blood Martin clan has been fighting with many races all year round. Now that our Blood Martin clan is underestimated, our overall strength has already pulled away from many other top races. Naturally, many races want to replace our Blood Martin clan, and there are even races that want to directly annex our Blood Martin clan. Are you saying that the clans that want to annex your Blood Martin clan are the Blood clan? Jian Wushuang asked. Yes, Heir Xiao nodded heavily. Among the many top clans in the Demon region, even if some of them have designs on the Blood Martin clan, they would at most occupy the territory resources of the Blood Martin clan. However, they would never want to annex or exterminate the Blood Martin clan. After all, the Blood Martin clan has had its glory. A camel that is about to die is bigger than a horse. In addition, there is the sect-protecting formation set up by the ancestor. The top clans in the Demon region would not dare to truly fight with the Blood Martin clan. However, the Blood clan is different. Blood clan, you are one of the 4 great divine clans. Your foundation and strength are far beyond that of the Blood Martin clan. Even when the Blood Martin clan was at its peak, we were still inferior to the Blood clan when the ancestor was around, let alone now. There is no doubt that the Blood clan has the ability to directly devour and annihilate the Blood Martin clan. From the actions of the Blood clan over the years, it seems that the Blood clan does have such a thought. It's just that they are worried about the other divine clan, the 9-tailed clan, in the nearby territory. That's why they haven't made a move yet. Jian Wushuang narrowed his eyes slightly. The most powerful clans around the Piawo city were not only the Scarlet Gold clan and the Blood Marten clan, but also the even more terrifying Nine-Tailed clan. As for the Blood clan, they were still some distance away from this territory. If the Blood clan took action against the Blood Marten clan, it would be equivalent to encroaching on the territory near the Nine-Tailed clan. Of course, the Nine-Tailed clan would not sit idly by. Since the Nine-Tailed clan is keeping the balance, what do you need to worry about? Jian Wushuang asked. I didn't worry about it before, but over the years, the Nine-Tailed clan has also encountered some troubles. Xiao'er said. Oh, what troubles? Jian Wushuang asked. It's a newly risen clan. To be exact, it's a newly risen force. Xiao'er said. Power. Jian Wushuang's expression changed. Yes, it's called Divine Moon Palace. It was founded hundreds of years ago. At first, it was very low-key and didn't attract much attention. But in just a few hundred years, it has developed into a map that even the Nine-Tailed clan wouldn't dare to underestimate. Especially 30 years ago, Divine Moon Palace even annexed the Howling Demon clan and made the entire clan submit to it. Xiao'er said. The Roaring Demon clan. Jian Wushuang's pupils constricted. Among the many clans in the demon region, he knew not only the 4 great divine clans, but also a few powerful top clans. The Roaring Demon clan was undoubtedly an extremely powerful top clan. Although there were no experts of the 6th Void Realm in the clan, it was said that there were 2 experts at the peak of the 5th Void Realm and many powerful Principles Masters. In terms of overall strength, the Roaring Demon clan was much stronger than the Blood Marten clan, even stronger than the Scarlet Gold clan. If you have problems with this website, please continue reading your novel on our new website, MyBox Novel. Thanks. How could such a top clan be annexed by the Divine Moon Palace, which had been established for only a few hundred years? The Divine Moon Palace had amazing methods. What's next? Jian Wushuang asked. After the Divine Moon Palace annexed the Roaring Demon clan, its overall strength skyrocketed. It has become a force above all the top clans, and it is qualified to threaten the status of the 4 great divine clans. As the only divine clan in this territory, the Nine-Tailed clan also sensed the threat, so they wanted to suppress the Divine Moon Palace. Unexpectedly, the Divine Moon Palace directly fought with the Nine-Tailed clan. Xiao'er exclaimed. The Divine Moon Palace is not fighting indirectly, but directly. It can even be said to be a direct declaration of war. The Nine-Tailed race will naturally not be outdone. Therefore, the Nine-Tailed race and the Divine Moon Palace have been fighting fiercely all these years. Although the Nine-Tailed race has the upper hand, they do not have an absolute advantage. Instead, the Divine Moon Palace has been recruiting experts everywhere all these years. As their strength grows, the threat they pose to the Nine-Tailed race also grows. At this time, the Nine-Tailed clan has put all their attention on Divine Moon Palace, so they have no time to care about the fights between the other clans. Therefore, they have given the Blood clan an opportunity. Not long ago, experts from the Blood clan came here one after another and even fought with the Blood Marten clan. Is that why you want to recruit the Scarlet Gold clan to fight against the Blood clan through marriage? Jian Wushuang looked at Xiao'er. Yes, the Blood Marten clan is not the only one who has noticed the Blood clan's intention. The Scarlet Gold clan has also noticed it. We have a tacit understanding with each other in this marriage alliance. Now that the marriage alliance has been formed, it's suitable for the 2 top clans to fight against the Blood clan together. With the combined strength of the Blood Marten clan and the Scarlet Gold clan, as long as the Blood clan doesn't come out in full force, we'll be able to protect ourselves. Xiao'er said. After you proposed the marriage, I also thought about giving up the marriage with the Scarlet Gold clan and choosing you, but You are a human cultivator and don't stay in the demon region all year round. If something happens to the Blood Martin clan, you won't be able to come in time. Secondly, although you are very talented and have great potential, your current strength, before Heir Xiao finished his words, Jian Wushuang had completely understood. Chapter 3452 Alliance. Although I'm talented, I'm afraid that the Blood Clan won't respect me, let alone respect me. Clan leader Blood Martin, is that what you mean? Jian Wushuang said. Heir Xiao smiled, awkwardly. From his laughter, it was clear that he had tacitly agreed. Jian Wushuang was helpless about this. Of course, that's because our Blood Martin clan didn't know that you had an expert who had reached the peak of the 6th realm of the void. Otherwise, our Blood Martin clan would have decisively given up on the Scarlet Gold clan and chosen to form an alliance with you, Heir Xiao said. Hearing this, Jian Wushuang understood. If he alone was not enough to make the Blood Clan fear him or her, then the addition of Demon Master Chenhua would definitely be enough. If the Blood Clan knew that the Blood Martin clan had an expert at the peak of the 6th void realm as a helper, they would definitely not dare to have any thoughts about the Blood Martin clan. Clan leader Blood Martin, since we've already said this, I'll speak frankly. My second brother is definitely going to marry Princess Ying of your Blood Martin clan, and our Zhuo clan and your Blood Martin clan will naturally become in-laws. If your Blood Martin clan is in trouble at this time, our Zhuo clan will naturally not sit idly by. As a member of the Zhuo clan, of course, I will also take action, Jian Wushuang said. I'm relieved to hear your words, Mr. Heavenly Marquis. I'll send my daughter here immediately. Heir Xiao hurriedly called out to the Blood Martin clan. Hurry, go and bringing her here. Yes. Someone from the Blood Martin clan immediately went over. Not long after, Zhuo Peng's beloved princess Ying appeared in front of everyone. This is my second sister-in-law. Looking at the delicate and beautiful girl in front of him, Jian Wushuang's expression could not help but change. He could not help admiring his second brother's good taste. Ying-er. Seeing the girl, Zhuo Peng was pleasantly surprised. Zhuo Peng, why are you here? Princess Ying was a little surprised. She had thought that she would never see Zhuo Peng again. She did not expect that Zhuo Peng would come to the land of the Blood Martin clan. Ying-er. Your father has promised to marry you to me. From now on, we will never be separated. Zhuo Peng walked to Princess Ying and said excitedly. What? Princess Ying was stunned at first, but then she looked at Heir Xiao in disbelief. Father, daughter, Zhuo Peng is a good boy. I can see that he really likes you. Father will naturally fulfill your wish, Heir Xiao said with a smile. Great, great. Princess Ying also shouted happily. A moment later, Zhuo Peng pulled Princess Ying to Jian Wushuang. Ying-er, it's all thanks to third brother's help that we can be together this time. Let's thank him together, Zhuo Peng said. If you have problems with this website, please continue reading your novel on our new website, MyBox Novel. Thanks. Third brother. Princess Ying looked at Jian Wushuang in confusion. Heir Xiao, who was beside her, hurriedly said, Mr. Heavenly Marquis is the #1 genius in the divine beginning realm. The reason why you and Zhuo Peng can be together this time is largely because of Mr. Heavenly Marquis. Thank you, Mr. Heavenly Marquis. Princess Ying bowed and said gratefully, Second brother, second sister-in-law, we are family. There's no need to be so polite. Jian Wushuang smiled. Princess Ying stood up, but she still looked at Jian Wushuang with some doubt. This person is Zhuo Peng's third brother. That means he is younger than Zhuo Peng. But why is father so humble when facing him? Princess Ying muttered in her heart, Second brother, you and second sister-in-law haven't seen each other for a while. Go and have a good chat. You can meet father and mother in an instant, Jian Wushuang said. Okay. Zhuo Peng immediately led Princess Ying to Zhu Yunfeng and Luo Xinxin. Jian Wushuang, who was still sitting side by side with Heir Xiao, said in a soft voice, Clan leader Bloodmartin, the marriage between our two families has been decided. Now, let's talk about another matter. May I know what you are talking about? Heir Xiao asked. I have just agreed that if the Blood Clan threatens your Bloodmartin clan, I will do my best to help. But at the same time, if I encounter some trouble in the demon region, I'm afraid I will also need your Bloodmartin clan's help. So, why don't we form an alliance? Jian Wushuang said. An alliance? Heir Xiao was stunned, but then he laughed. Of course it's the best. Heir Xiao could not wait to form an alliance with Jian Wushuang so that he could completely tie Jian Wushuang to his side. Don't be in such a hurry to agree. This matter is not as simple as you think, Jian Wushuang said with a smile. Oh. Heir Xiao was surprised. To tell you the truth, I will be in the demon region for a long time. Of course, I have a lot of things to do. I'm afraid that you, clan leader of the Bloodmartin clan, and your entire clan won't be able to accept some of these things, Jian Wushuang said with a smile. Oh, what is it that our entire clan won't be able to accept? Heir Xiao asked. For example, fighting a celestial race or even destroying one. Can your Bloodmartin clan accept that? Jian Wushuang laughed. What? Heir Xiao was completely stunned. Fighting a celestial race, or even destroying one. Mr. Heavenly Marquis, are you kidding? I'm not kidding. It's really possible. That's why I want you to think carefully. Jian Wushuang smiled. Mr. Heavenly Marquis, do you really want to attack a celestial race? Heir Xiao looked at Jian Wushuang in surprise. It's not that I want to attack, but I'm afraid that my other ally will do so. Jian Wushuang smiled. Who's my other ally? Heir Xiao asked. My other ally, if I'm not mistaken, is the Divine Moon Palace you mentioned earlier. Jian Wushuang said. What? Heir Xiao was shocked. The Divine Moon Palace, the mysterious force that had only risen for a few hundred years, but was already able to challenge the Nine-Tailed clan? Mr. Heavenly Marquis, are you the helper that the Divine Moon Palace hired to deal with the Nine-Tailed clan? Heir Xiao asked in shock. I can't be sure for now, but I think it's most likely, Jian Wushuang said with a smile. According to Heir Xiao, the Divine Moon Palace had only risen for a few hundred years, but it had developed at a terrifying speed. Moreover, the Divine Moon Palace was obviously aimed at the Nine-Tailed clan. Therefore, Jian Wushuang immediately thought of Miss Xiao'er. According to his guess, Miss Xiao'er should be the one who created the Divine Moon Palace. Only Miss Xiao'er had the strength and motive to do so. Chapter 3453 Goodbye. Xiao'er, it's actually very easy to determine whether Divine Moon Palace is my ally or not. Jian Wushuang smiled. Clan leader, if you want the Blood Clan to be afraid of your Bloodmartin clan and not dare to attack it, then naturally you must let the Blood Clan know about my relationship with your Bloodmartin clan. If that's the case, then you can take the initiative to spread the news. Moreover, when I killed Scarlet Tiger in Piawo City previously, I caused quite a commotion. I also let the City Protection Army in Piawo City know that I have an expert at the peak of the 6th level of the Void. This news will also be spread out. When that time comes, the Blood Clan will not dare to act rashly. And if that ally of mine is really the Divine Moon Palace, then they will naturally come looking for me. We only need to wait here. When that time comes, you can decide whether you want to form an alliance with me or not. I understand. I'll send someone to spread the news now. Besides, Qi Hu is dead, so the engagement between the Bloodmartin clan and the Scarlet Gold clan doesn't count. I have to make it clear to the Scarlet Gold clan. Heir Xiao immediately went to make arrangements. Jian Wushuang stayed in the Blood Marten clan and waited quietly. As time passed, the news that Heavenly Sword Marquis had arrived in the demon region and that an expert had reached the 6th realm of the void had spread throughout the entire demon region. The entire demon area was in an uproar, especially when the Heavenly Sword Marquis had killed the young patriarch of the Scarlet Gold clan in Piahuo City and married the Blood Marten tribe. This meant that the Heavenly Sword Marquis had arrived in the demon area. He did not just pass by. The various tribes in the demon area naturally began to pay attention. In the grand meeting hall of the Scarlet Gold clan, many high-level experts of the Scarlet Gold clan gathered together. He's going too far. This Heavenly Sword Marquis is really going too far. Roars sounded continuously in the hall. It was the current chief of the Scarlet Gold clan. Son, Heavenly Sword Marquis, you killed my son. If I don't take revenge, it'll be a father in vain. The chief of the Scarlet Gold clan clenched his fists, his nails dug into his flesh. After a while, he said, "Didn't Heavenly Sword Marquis kill someone in Piahuo City? This is against the rules set by the races of the demon area. What did the other races say?" "Clan leader, you know how capable Heavenly Sword Marquis is. Even the 3 Saint Realms can't do anything to him. Who else can kill him?" Moreover, the news from the Piahuo City said that Heavenly Sword Marquis had a super expert at the 6th realm of the void with him. He had extraordinary potential, and with such an expert by his side, who would dare to provoke the races of the demon region, naturally they would turn a blind eye and pretend not to know, said an elder of the Scarlet Gold clan. "Pretend not to know? We made the rules together. How can we pretend not to know now?" The Scarlet Gold clan leader was furious. "There's nothing we can do about it. The Heavenly Sword Marquis is not easy to provoke. Even the 4 great celestial races are not willing to provoke him, let alone the top races. Moreover, the Heavenly Sword Marquis seems to be in a marriage alliance with the Blood Marten clan. The Blood Marten clan is also on his side. No one else dares to talk about gods," continued the elder. "By the way, it's not as if all the races in the demon region don't know about it. One of the 4 great celestial races, the 9-tailed race, has condemned him. However, the 9-tailed race is mainly because the Heavenly Sword Marquis killed the 9 Palace Saintess. Furthermore, the 9-tailed race has to deal with the Divine Moon Palace, so they have no time to worry about the Heavenly Sword Marquis. Therefore, they can only say it verbally. Humph, a bunch of trash." The Scarlet Gold clan leader snorted coldly. "Tribe leader, that Heavenly Sword Marquis is indeed not to be trifled with. Why don't we just forget about this matter?" The elder said softly. However, the moment he finished speaking, he was immediately met with the piercing cold gaze of the Scarlet Gold clan leader. He was so frightened that he did not dare to say anything more. "Humph, forget about it? What kind of joke is this? How can I not take revenge for killing my son?" The Scarlet Gold clan leader's voice was icy cold. "Heavenly Sword Marquis, just you wait. Maybe I can't do anything to you now, but no matter what I do, I will make you pay for it. And the Blood Marten clan, do you think you can kick the Scarlet Gold clan away with the ship of Heavenly Marquis' sword? In your dreams." The cold voice echoed in the hall, causing the air in the hall to freeze. Jian Wushuang was waiting quietly in the Blood Marten clan. Meanwhile, the Blood Marten clan had already lit lanterns and prepared for the wedding of Zhuopeng and Princess Ing. If you have problems with this website, please continue reading your novel on our new website, MyBox Novel. Thanks. The 2 parties had already set a date and were waiting to get married. The location of the wedding was in the Blood Marten clan. However, on this day, someone came looking for him. "Mr. Heavenly Marquis, Mr. Heavenly Marquis." Ershio rushed to Jian Wushuang, clan leader of the Blood Marten clan. Why are you in such a hurry? Is someone really here? Jian Wushuang said with a smile. Yes, someone is here, and he specifically asked for you. In addition, the clansmen of the Blood Marten clan, who are guarding outside, have sent a message to someone. The person is very mysterious, so we can't see his face clearly. It's even difficult to capture his aura. However, we can tell that he is definitely a real expert. Ershio said. That's most likely true. Let's go and welcome him. Jian Wushuang smiled and immediately rushed toward the entrance of the Blood Marten clan with Ershio along with Demon Master Chenhua. As soon as they reached the entrance, Jian Wushuang immediately saw two gray-robed figures in the void in front of him. The two gray-robed figures were completely out of the gray robe's coverage. The surrounding void was quite hazy, so he could not see their appearance. However, Jian Wushuang did not need to see their appearances. He only needed to sense their unique aura to recognize them. It really is her, Jian Wushuang said with a faint smile. The two gray-robed figures had also stepped down. Miss Xiao'er, it's been many years. How have you been? Jian Wushuang looked at the clearly delicate figure in front of him. The gray robe retreated, and the surrounding haze disappeared. The delicate figure raised her head, revealing a peerless beauty with a deep charm. It was so charming that people could not help but bow their heads. The moment they saw the woman's face, the clansmen of the Blood Marten clan were stunned. They stood there like stones, not moving at all. Miss Xiao'er's charm is really getting better and better. She doesn't even need to speak. Her every move is probably enough to make some weaker cultivators lose their minds completely, Jian Wushuang thought to himself. He had personally experienced Miss Xiao'er's charm. At the same time, the 9 palace saintess in the Bloodwave realm had also used the same trick on him. However, the 9 palace saintess' seductive methods were far inferior to Miss Xiao'er's. Chapter 3454, Xiao'er's Origin. Jian Wushuang, the last time we met, you didn't even step into the Divine Master realm. But in the blink of an eye, so many years have passed, and you're already recognized as the #1 genius in the Divine Beginning realm. Even the 3 saint realms can't do anything to you. You're really extraordinary, Xiao'er said. Her voice was sweet and intoxicating. Miss Xiao'er, aren't you different now? If I'm not wrong, the Divine Moon Palace, which has just risen in the Demon region, was created by Miss Xiao'er, Jian Wushuang said with a smile. It's just a small trick. Xiao'er smiled, tacitly acknowledging the relationship between the Divine Moon Palace and her. A small trick? It's not a small trick to be able to create a major force in a short period of time that can challenge the 9-tailed clan and have an expert of the 6th realm of the void with you. Demon Master Chenhua suddenly spoke. His eyes were intentionally or unintentionally looking at the gray-robed figure behind Xiao'er. The gray-robed figure was still shrouded in the gray robe and did not reveal his appearance. His aura was also very hazy. However, with the strength of Demon Master Chenhua, he could naturally sense the hidden aura of the other party, the 6th realm of the void. Jian Wushuang also revealed a surprised look. I spent a lot of effort to subdue this servant beside me. Unlike you, a super expert at the peak of the 6th realm of the void would willingly follow him as a guard. This is really surprising, Xiao'er said. A servant? Jian Wushuang and the experts from the Blood Marten clan around him were secretly shocked. They had thought that the expert behind Xiao'er was just an expert under her command. They did not expect that he was just a servant. To make a super expert of the 6 realms of the void a servant. Although Chenhua is working with me as a guard, we are working together as equals. Unlike you, Miss Xiao'er, who directly makes an expert of the 6 realms of the void a servant, Jian Wushuang said with a faint smile. Well, let's not talk about these unnecessary things. Let's go to the Blood Martin clan and talk about it slowly. Okay. Xiao'er nodded. Yunler, Mr. Heavenly Sword Marquis, and Miss Xiao'er, please come in, Xiao said respectfully. He knew very well that although he was the Grand Master of the Blood Martin clan, he was nothing in front of Jian Wushuang or Miss Xiao'er. Jian Wushuang had amazing potential. He was even a threat to the three Saint Realms, and he was accompanied by the guards of experts at the peak of the six Void Realms. As for Miss Xiao'er, he had just heard that she was the mysterious expert who founded the Divine Moon Palace. The Blood Martin clan could not afford to offend either of them. The group returned to the Blood Martin clan and then came to the meeting hall of the Blood Martin clan. Because the people who came to discuss the matter were too special, the entire hall had been covered by a magic array. There were only 5 people sitting in the hall. They were Jian Wushuang, Xiao'er, Xiao, Demon Master Chenhua, and the servant who followed Xiao'er. Except for the 5 people, no one else was qualified to enter the hall. Jian Wushuang, do you still remember what we talked about? Xiao'er looked at Jian Wushuang. Of course I do. We formed an alliance and helped each other, Jian Wushuang said. That's right. As my ally. You now know that I created the Divine Moon Palace, so you naturally know what I need your help with. Xiao'er said, I know. I'm just going to help you deal with the Nine-Tailed Clan. But before that, there's something I have to figure out. Jian Wushuang said after a moment of silence. Then he said, that's where you come from, and what kind of grudges do you have with the Nine-Tailed Clan? Well, Xiao'er's expression changed slightly. Why? Can't you tell me about it now? Jian Wushuang shrugged. You are my ally and have enough strength. Of course, you are qualified to know about this, but Grandmaster Xiao, Xiao'er looked at Xiao with interest. Xiao and the Blood Martin clan were not allies of Divine Moon Palace. Grandmaster Blood Martin has also intended to form an alliance with us. The main purpose of this visit is to form a true alliance between the 3 of us, Jian Wushuang said. Oh, is that so? Xiao'er raised her eyebrows. At least the Blood Martin clan knows what's good for them. It saves the Divine Moon Palace from having to take action personally. What? Xiao was surprised, but then he said in a low voice, Miss Xiao'er, do you mean that you had planned to take action against the Blood Martin clan? What do you think? Xiao'er looked at Xiao with a sneer. In this territory, other than the Nine-Tailed Clan, there are only 2 top tribes, your Blood Martin clan and the Scarlet Gold clan. Now, my Divine Moon Palace has been developing very fast, but it has basically reached its limit. If you want to increase your strength again, you can only think of ways to annex or control other tribes. Your Blood Martin clan and the Scarlet Gold clan are naturally the best targets for my Divine Moon Palace. I'm not afraid to tell you now that I've secretly controlled some members of the Blood Martin clan, including a few core figures. If you don't plan to form an alliance with Jian Wushuang, my Divine Moon Palace will make a move within 3 years at most. At that time, your Blood Martin clan will definitely take the initiative to provoke my Divine Moon Palace. Then, my Divine Moon Palace will use this as an excuse to swallow your Blood Martin clan with lightning speed. Believe me, if my Divine Moon Palace really wants to devour your Blood Martin clan, then even the Nine-Tailed Clan won't have the time to react. Upon hearing Xiao'er's words, Xiao's face turned pale. At the same time, he felt a lingering fear in his heart. He knew very well that Xiao'er's words were not the slightest bit exaggerated. With the Divine Moon Palace's current strength and means, it would be too easy for them to devour his Blood Martin clan. If it were not for the fact that the Nine-Tailed Clan would stop them, they would not have to prepare anything. Now that Divine Moon Palace had made careful preparations, they would not give the Blood Martin clan any chance to react. Just like when Divine Moon Palace swallowed the Roaring Demon clan, The Roaring Demon clan was much stronger than the Blood Marten clan, but they were suddenly swallowed by Divine Moon Palace. At the thought of this, Heir Xiao was even more shocked. Clan leader Heir Xiao, Jian Wushuang, just said that your Blood Marten clan only intends to form an alliance with the Divine Moon Palace? Xiao'er looked at Heir Xiao again. No, Miss Xiao'er, I've already decided that my Blood Marten clan will form an alliance with the Divine Moon Palace and Mr. Heavenly Marquis now. No matter what your orders are, my Blood Marten clan will not refuse. Even if you want my Blood Marten clan to help the Divine Moon Palace fight against the Nine-Tailed clan, we can do it, Heir Xiao said solemnly. Chapter 3455, 9 Life Charming Heaven Skill. Jian Wushuang and Xiao'er laughed at his words. Clan leader, from now on, your Blood Marten clan is our ally, Jian Wushuang said with a smile. Although the Blood Marten clan is at the bottom of the top clans, it is still a top clan and has a good foundation. It would be great if we can get the Blood Marten clan to help us without fighting, Xiao'er added. Miss Xiao'er, since the Blood Marten clan is now our ally, clan leader Erxiu is also qualified to know everything. Now you can tell us about the grudge between you and the Nine-Tailed clan, Jian Wushuang said. Sure. Xiao'er nodded and was silent for a moment. Then she said, Jian Wushuang, when we first met, you already knew that I am a reincarnated cultivator. But what you don't know is that this is not my first reincarnation. Oh. Jian Wushuang's expression changed. Before this life, I had reincarnated 8 times. This time, it was the 9th time. It was the 9th time that the secret skill that I cultivated had truly reached perfection. From then on, I could do everything I wanted to do. The previous 8 lives were just the middle of the transition, Xiao'er said. 9 reincarnations just to cultivate a secret skill to the perfection level? What secret skill is that? Jian Wushuang was puzzled. However, Heir Xiao's eyes suddenly widened. Could it be, clan leader Heir Xiao, do you know the secret skill I cultivate? Xiao'er looked at Heir Xiao. I know a legendary secret skill that requires 9 reincarnations to reach the perfection level. This secret skill is said to come from the universe battlefield and is an extremely magical and incredible secret skill. It's called the 9 Lives Succubus skill. Heir Xiao said, as expected of the leader of the Blood Marten clan, your knowledge is indeed extraordinary. That's right. The secret technique in cultivating is precisely the 9 Lives Succubus technique. Xiao'er said with a smile. How can it be? Heir Xiao was extremely shocked. 9 Lives Succubus technique. Isn't that a secret technique that the Nine-Tailed clan doesn't impart? You have such a great enmity with the Nine-Tailed clan. It's obvious that you have the intention of completely exterminating the Nine-Tailed clan. How can you cultivate the Nine-Tailed clan's supreme secret technique? Moreover, it's said that since the Nine-Tailed clan obtained the 9 life charm, no one has been able to successfully cultivate it. They don't even have the qualifications to cultivate it. In all these years, no one has ever cultivated this secret skill. But you actually succeeded? No one can cultivate this secret skill. Yes, before me, no one could cultivate it, but now it's different. As for why I cultivate this secret skill, it's actually very simple. Because I'm originally a member of the Nine-Tailed clan, Xiao'er said. As expected, Jian Wushuang narrowed his eyes, but he was not surprised. Since Xiao'er had been entangled with the Nine-Tailed clan and possessed the unique enchantment skill of the Nine-Tailed clan, he had guessed that Miss Xiao'er might be from the Nine-Tailed clan. However, Heir Xiao found it difficult to understand. You're clearly a clansman of the Nine-Tailed clan, and since you can cultivate the 9 life enchantment skill, the Nine-Tailed clan must have attached great importance to you and even treated you as a treasure. But how could you end up hating the Nine-Tailed Clan so much? I'm not lying. My real name is Daji, and am originally a member of the Nine-Tailed Clan. Furthermore, I have the purest Emperor Phoenix bloodline in the Nine-Tailed Clan. The Emperor Phoenix bloodline is the bloodline of the Nine-Tailed Clan's royal clan. In the Nine-Tailed Clan, only the owner of the Emperor Phoenix bloodline can become the clan leader of the Nine-Tailed Clan and lead the entire clan. Hence, after I was born, many members of the Nine-Tailed Clan did treat me as a treasure, and everyone treated me with great respect. Everything was going well for me, but after that, because of one thing, it completely changed. My family and my clansmen abandoned me, completely ignoring my life and death. In the end, the Nine-Tailed Clan even did not hesitate to kill me with their own hands. As Xiao'er spoke up to this point, their body began to tremble slightly, and their eyes were filled with shocking hatred. However, Jian Wushuang was still puzzled. He could not help but ask, "Miss Xiao'er, what exactly is the matter you mentioned?" "It has something to do with the Seven-Star Xian sect." Xiao'er glanced at Jian Wushuang lightly. She knew that Jian Wushuang had a deep relationship with the Seven-Star Mysterious Sect. When Jian Wushuang used the Seven-Star Mysterious Sect's secret skill in front of her in the Witch Desert Realm, Xiao'er recognized him at a glance. Jian Wushuang was shocked. It was related to the Seven-Star Mysterious Sect. Then, "Jian Wushuang, do you know why I chose to ally with you instead of killing you when I first saw you and saw you use the Seven-Star Mysterious Sect's secret skill?" Xiao'er stared at Jian Wushuang. "To be honest, you were nothing but an ant in my eyes at that time. You were not qualified to ally with me at that time. However, I proposed the alliance because of the Seven-Star Mysterious Sect behind you. You may not know this, but I have always been on the side of the Seven-Star Mysterious Sect because the person I love the most is from the Seven-Star Mysterious Sect." "The person you love the most?" Jian Wushuang was stunned, but then he looked at Xiao'er in shock. "Miss Xiao'er, is your husband an expert from the Seven-Star Mysterious Sect?" "Husband? Humph, he is just a heartless man. Although I have a marriage contract with him, I didn't have the time to get married. But he was almost everything to me at that time." Xiao'er said softly, "Miss Xiao'er, who is the person you're talking about? What's his name?" Jian Wushuang asked. "His name is Di Shisan. You have a close relationship with the Seven-Star Mysterious Sect. Have you heard of him?" Xiao'er asked. However, when Jian Wushuang heard Xiao'er's entire name, he suddenly widened his eyes, and his heart instantly surged. Di Shisan? He had heard of this name more than once. In his previous life, among the experts left behind by the Seven-Star Mysterious Sect in the Eternal Chaotic World, he had first come into contact with Di Shisan. He was the first Sword Emperor who had saved his life several times, and the Eternal Chaotic World at that time. Jian Wushuang had even come into contact with Sword Principle with his help and had also cultivated it for a period of time in the trials he had arranged. It could be said that aside from his master, Di Shisan was the expert that the Seven-Star Mysterious Sect had left behind in the Eternal Chaotic World. This was an absolute swordsman that even Jian Wushuang could not help but admire and admire. And this person was actually the husband of Miss Xiao'er. Chapter 3456, Xiao'er's Hatred. Jian Wushuang, you seem to have heard of him? Xiao'er asked. I do know him. Not only that, I have met him and had many dealings with him. Jian Wushuang said. You have met him? Xiao'er's body suddenly trembled. How is that possible? He died in battle when the Seven-Star Mysterious Sect was destroyed. How many years has it been since that battle? How can you have met him? Is he still alive? Xiao'er looked at Jian Wushuang with an unprecedented glint in her eyes. Jian Wushuang naturally noticed the look in Xiao'er's eyes. At the same time, he could see the anxiety and anticipation in her eyes. It was obvious that Miss Xiao'er had long determined that Di Shisan had died with the seven-star mysterious sect. After hesitating for a moment, Jian Wushuang raised his head again and said, "Di Shisan is indeed alive." Upon hearing this, the light in Xiao'er's eyes instantly soared to the maximum, and her face revealed a look of ecstasy. Really? Xiao'er was still a little apprehensive. Of course it's true. To tell you the truth, he was the one who guided me to truly enter the sword principle. Moreover, he once saved my life and was a great benefactor to me, Jian Wushuang said. Where is he now? Why hasn't there been any news about him after so many years? Xiao'er asked hurriedly. It's because his current location is very special and completely isolated from the divine beginning realm. Of course, I know about the existence of that place, but am still too weak. It's still unknown whether I can enter it successfully. However, it won't be long before I go there. As long as I can reopen that space, not only Di Shisan, but also many experts left behind by the seven-star mysterious sect will have a chance to see the light of day again, Jian Wushuang said. That's great, that's great. Xiao'er was so excited that she did not know what to do. Even after so many years, no one could replace Di Shisan in her heart. Miss Xiao'er, if I really enter that space and see Di Shisan in the future, I will naturally tell them about you, Jian Wushuang said. Okay. Xiao'er was filled with anticipation. At this moment, Jian Wushuang asked, Miss Xiao'er, did you just say that the nine-tailed clan abandoned you because of the seven-star mysterious sect and Di Shisan? Yes. Xiao'er nodded slightly. At that time, Di Shisan and I were in love, and we matched each other in terms of status and background. Our marriage was decided. Everything was going well, but something unexpected happened. It happened during the world-ending war. In that war, the three Saint Realms led the attack. With the power of the will of the heavenly Tao, many top forces of the divine beginning realm attacked the seven-star mysterious sect at the same time. At that time, no one knew the exact reason. The four divine races and the 8 directions divine sect didn't care if they had any grudges with the seven-star mysterious sect. They all obeyed the orders of the 3 Saint Realms and charged into the seven-star mysterious realm together. You have to know that at that time, Di Shisan and I were already engaged. Everyone knew Di Shisan's status in the seven-star mysterious sect. The nine-tailed race and the seven-star mysterious sect were already on good terms. Logically, the nine-tailed race should be on the side of the seven-star mysterious sect. However, in reality, the nine-tailed race also listened to the orders of the 3 great saint realms. They betrayed their trust and charged into the seven-star mysterious sect together. As the saintess of the nine-tailed clan, I naturally opposed it. However, not only did the clan leader of the nine-tailed clan not care about my position, she even ordered me to be secretly executed when she found out that I was going to the seven-star mysterious sect to fight together with Di Shisan. How could that be? Jian Wushuang frowned. Even if the patriarch of the nine-tailed clan forbade you to have any relationship with Di Shisan for some special reasons, he shouldn't have killed you directly. After all, you have the Emperor Phoenix bloodline. Emperor Phoenix bloodline? Humph! In that era, there were 2 people in the nine-tailed clan who had awakened the Emperor Phoenix bloodline. Besides me, the other one was Di Zai's daughter. Di Shi wanted his daughter to inherit her position and become the next patriarch of the nine-tailed clan. Therefore, he made things difficult for me in the nine-tailed clan. And that time, he found an opportunity to kill me. Xiao'er sneered. Is that so? Jian Wushuang raised his eyebrows. He had said that things could not be so simple. It turned out that there was a struggle for the patriarch's throne. You were indeed looking for an opportunity to kill me, but unfortunately, my reputation in the Nine-Tailed clan was not low at that time. Many elders of the Nine-Tailed clan were on my side at the beginning. Although everyone objected because of the Seven-Star Mysterious Sect, many elders did not agree to my execution. In the end, one of the elders who was closest to me secretly let me go. However, Dishi continued to pursue me and killed me. In the end, I died at her hands. Xiao'er said, "She killed you?" Jian Wushuang was stunned. Yes, I did die once, but it was an opportunity for me to find the cultivation method of the 9-life succubus skill. I entered the reincarnation passage and began my 9-life cultivation journey. Xiao'er stopped. After a while, she looked up again. Jian Wushuang, you should know why I hate the Nine-Tailed clan, right? Yes. Jian Wushuang nodded slightly. It was true that Miss Xiao'er was a member of the Nine-Tailed clan and an extremely important possessor of the Emperor Phoenix bloodline. However, the entire Nine-Tailed clan had abandoned her, and she was even hunted down and killed once. Now that she had finally experienced the 9 reincarnations and cultivated the 9-life charm to perfection, she had the ability to fight against the Nine-Tailed clan. Naturally, she wanted revenge. Miss Xiao'er, although the Nine-Tailed clan has treated you unfairly and indeed abandoned you, you still have the bloodline of the Nine-Tailed clan. Moreover, it's not as if no one in the Nine-Tailed clan was on your side back then. I can understand that you hate the Nine-Tailed clan, but if you want to destroy the Nine-Tailed clan, just like that, it's too. Jian Wushuang had not finished his sentence. Xiao'er waved her hand. I know. That's why my initial goal was not to destroy the Nine-Tailed race. All I wanted to do was to take back what originally belonged to me. Besides that, there's also Dishi. Although she went to the universe battlefield, her descendants are still fine within the Nine-Tailed race and are still occupying the position of clan leader. Chapter 3457, The Alliance, was reached after listening to Xiao'er's explanation. Jian Wushuang finally understood. Miss Xiao'er had spent so much effort building the Divine Moon Palace to fight against the Nine-Tailed clan. Her real goal was not to destroy the Nine-Tailed clan, but to destroy Dishi, who had once ruled the clan. What she really wanted, she should kill Dizai's descendant, the current clan leader of the Nine-Tailed clan, and replace him to take control of the Nine-Tailed clan. It had to be said that with Miss Xiao'er's experience, she was indeed qualified and had a reason to murder Dizai's descendant, Jian Wushuang and clan leader Xiao'er. Now that you know the specific grudge between me and the Nine-Tailed clan as my allies, I need you to do your best to help me take back the position of clan leader of the Nine-Tailed clan. Are you willing? Xiao'er looked over. Of course. Xiao'er had long been frightened by Xiao'er's words, so he agreed without thinking. He had no choice but to agree. If he did not, the Divine Moon Palace would directly attack his Blood Marten clan. Moreover, judging from the current situation, it was not necessarily a bad thing for his Blood Marten clan to choose to stand on the side of the Divine Moon Palace. Jian Wushuang, what about you? Xiao'er looked at Jian Wushuang again. I can help you deal with the Nine-Tailed clan with all my strength, but after I help you regain control of the Nine-Tailed clan, I also need your help to deal with another clan, Jian Wushuang said directly. With your current ability and the presence of this top expert beside you, you shouldn't care about ordinary clans, even top clans. But now, you want the help of my Divine Moon Palace and the Blood Marten clan. Don't tell me you're going to deal with a great divine clan as well? Xiao'er asked. Yes, I'm going to deal with the Blood clan, one of the 4 great divine clans. To be exact, I'm going to deal with someone in the Blood clan, Jian Wushuang said. Who? Xiao'er asked. The clan leader of the Blood clan. He must die. Jian Wushuang said in a deep voice. But upon hearing Jian Wushuang's words, Both Xiao'er and Xiao were shocked. Xiao looked at Jian Wushuang in astonishment. As for Xiao'er, although she looked calmer, she was equally astonished. Jian Wushuang, you want to kill the Blood Clan's Grandmaster? Yes, because of a special matter. I need the help of Spirit Ancestor from the Divine Ancestor Taoist sect. Spirit Ancestor's condition is to kill the Blood Clan's Grandmaster, Jian Wushuang said. Spirit Ancestor? Xiao'er narrowed her eyes. I've heard of her as well. The hatred between her and the clan leader of the Blood Clan is indeed great. However, Spirit Ancestor is most talented in her soul. You want to ask her for help because of her soul, right? Yes, I need her to perform a soul peeling for my most important person and to ensure the integrity of that person's soul to the greatest extent, Jian Wushuang said. Soul extraction requires a lot of soul control ability. I can say that no one in the divine beginning realm can guarantee that a person's soul will not be damaged in the slightest when the soul is extracted. However, if the soul is extracted by Spirit Ancestor, even if there is no guarantee, there is still a 99% chance. Xiao'er nodded secretly. Miss Xiao'er, you are from the Nine-Tailed Clan and have cultivated the 9-life heaven enchanting skill to the perfection. If you were to strip your soul, would you be comparable to the Spirit Ancestor? Jian Wushuang suddenly asked. He found that Miss Xiao'er had a great background and must have high attainment in the soul. If she could reach the same level as the clan leader of the Nine-Tailed Clan in the soul aspect, he could have asked Miss Xiao'er to help him without seeking the help of the Spirit Ancestor. However, upon hearing Jian Wushuang's words, Xiao'er shook her head. Jian Wushuang, you don't know that the members of the Nine-Tailed Clan have a lot of innate talent in the soul aspect. For example, the current clan leader of the Nine-Tailed Clan should be no weaker than the Spirit Ancestor in the soul aspect. However, this is also because the current clan leader specializes in cultivating. There is another cultivation system in the Nine-Tailed Clan, which specializes in enchantment. Although the enchantment is closely related to the soul, it is not a thorough study of the soul. Therefore, the attainments in the soul are not as good as those in the cultivation of the soul. As for me, including the 9-life enchantment, I belong to the enchantment school. Therefore, my attainments in the soul are not very high. If I were to strip someone's soul, it would not cause any harm to their soul. At most, I would only have an 80% chance. Jian Wushuang was stunned, but then he forced a smile. It seemed that it was impossible for Xiao'er to do the soul stripping for his wife. In that case, I can only ask the Spirit Ancestor to help. Then I must kill the Blood Clan leader, Jian Wushuang said in a deep voice. But the Blood Clan leader has a cultivation at the peak of the 6 void realms. Even if the top expert beside you personally helps him, I'm afraid he won't be able to win. Moreover, this is only a direct battle. It's too difficult to kill an expert at the peak of the 6 void realms. Xiao'er said, I know. That's why I'm asking for your help. I'll also find more helpers to help me, Jian Wushuang said. Okay, I can promise you that after I regain control of the Nine-Tailed Clan, I'll do my best to help you kill the Blood Clan leader. But if I can't kill him in the end, you can't blame me, Xiao'er said. The Blood Marten clan will also do our best, Xiao quickly said. Of course, Xiao also knew that his help was just words. If he really wanted to kill the clan leader of the Blood Marten clan, he must rely on the top experts, and he, the strongest member of the Blood Marten clan, had just reached the 5th void realm. So he could not pose any threat to the clan leader. Then it's a deal. Jian Wushuang smiled. Although he knew it would be too difficult to kill the clan leader, it was still better to have 2 allies, the Divine Moon Palace and the Blood Marten clan, than to be alone. Especially Miss Xiao'er, who was already in control of the extremely powerful Divine Moon Palace. If she could help her control the Nine-Tailed Clan, She would definitely be very powerful. She would definitely be able to help him a lot. Since it's already agreed, the most important thing now is to help me control the nine-tailed clan again. It won't be easy to complete this step, Xiao'er said. Miss Xiao'er, you've been preparing for so many years. Judging from the activity in your Divine Moon Palace, you should have a detailed plan, right? Jian Wushuang asked. Chapter 3458, The Plan. The plan? Xiao'er smiled faintly. My original plan was to hide in the dark and find the right time to swallow the two top races, the Scarlet Gold Clan and the Blood Marten Clan, with lightning speed. In this territory, only the Nine-Tailed Clan and my Divine Moon Palace will be left to contend for hegemony. Moreover, by swallowing these two top races, my Divine Moon Palace's overall strength will also be stronger. By then, we will definitely be able to suppress the Nine-Tailed Clan. However, now that the Blood Marten Clan is on our side, and with your help, Jian Wushuang, it will be easier to carry out this plan. Hearing this, Xiao's heart trembled. He had wondered if Xiao'er was just trying to scare him by saying that he would attack the Blood Marten Clan. But now, it seemed that the annexation of the Scarlet Gold Clan and the Blood Marten Clan was indeed part of the Divine Moon Palace's plan. The Blood Marten Clan is already on our side. Does this mean that the Scarlet Gold Clan is your first target? Jian Wushuang looked at Xiao'er. Yes, the Scarlet Gold Clan is extremely powerful. If we can annex them, our Divine Moon Palace's strength will definitely rise to another level. Xiao'er said, if we attack the Scarlet Gold Clan, the clan will fight to the death. It will be very difficult to swallow them without paying too much. Jian Wushuang asked, I understand. Of course, I have a way. Xiao'er smiled and glanced at the gray-robed figure next to her. The gray-robed human figure followed Xiao'er to the Blood Marten Clan. However, his face had always been hidden under the gray robe. Moreover, the aura on his body had always been concealed. However, under Xiao'er's instructions, the gray-robed human figure had finally stood up, after which he withdrew the gray robe on his body and revealed his own appearance. This was an old man with a thin face and a goatee. His eyes were like the stars and were exceptionally dazzling. When he saw the goatee, Xiao shouted, Lord Su, you are Lord Su. Lord Su. Jian Wushuang's expression changed. Over the years, he had obtained information about some top experts in the divine beginning realm from the space-time temple, including many powerful universe masters who had gone into seclusion. Lord Su was one of them. Lord Su was an extremely powerful expert at the 6 levels of the void, and he was a lone wolf. One had to know that the 6 levels of the void were super experts who stood at the top in the divine beginning realm. Such a super expert was also a lone wolf. He did not have any restrictions and could do whatever he wanted. In the divine beginning realm, he could also do whatever he wanted. Among the various factions in the divine beginning realm, no one was willing to provoke a lone expert of the 6 realms of the void, including the 3 great holy regions. Most likely, none of them were willing. But such an expert was actually following by Xiao'er's side at this moment. How could it be? Lord Su was famous for being stubborn. He had lived for so many years and had a very strange temper. During this period, many large factions had tried to make connections with him, but they were all rejected by him. It was basically impossible to want him to join a certain faction, but now, Xiao looked at Lord Su in astonishment. Lord Su has a strange temper and a proud personality. It's known to all that it's impossible for him to work for someone. But in front of Miss Xiao'er, Lord Su is just a servant. It seems that Miss Xiao'er has controlled Lord Su with a special method. If I'm not mistaken, it must be the enchantment, right? Jian Wushuang asked. Yes, Lord Su was indeed controlled by my enchantment. It's the 9-life heavenly charms technique that you all know of. Of course, I also spent a lot of money and experience, and there was also a lot of luck involved in it. That's why I was able to control him. Xiao'er laughed. With my current strength, even if I used the 9-life heavenly charms technique, it would still be too difficult for me to control an expert at the 6th level of the void. However, as long as it's not the 6th realm of the void or a small number of experts with strong mental states who are not affected by my charm, it's difficult for an ordinary expert of the 5th realm of the void to resist my charm. Miss Xiao'er, do you mean that you can directly control the high-level experts of the Scarlet Gold clan with your charm? Jian Wushuang looked over. Yes. Xiao'er nodded. My ultimate goal is the 9-tailed clan. Besides worrying that the Scarlet Gold clan will be in the way when dealing with the 9-tailed clan, the most important thing is that there are many high-level experts of the Scarlet Gold clan. There are nearly 10 principals masters, and there is a patriarch of the 5th void realm and 2 principals masters at the peak of the 4th void realm. This battle strength is not weak. If I can control this power, it will greatly improve the overall strength of the Divine Moon Palace. As for the ordinary clansmen of the Scarlet Gold clan who are below the Rule Master level, they are of no use to me. I don't even bother with them. The reason why the Divine Moon Palace was able to completely annex the Roaring Demon Clan is because the principals masters of the Roaring Demon Clan are all under my control. They obey me completely, no matter what orders I give them. Even if I want them, including the entire Roaring Demon Clan, to die, they will do it unconditionally. I see. Jian Wushuang nodded slightly. That is to say, if we want to deal with the Scarlet Gold clan, we only need to control the high-level experts of the Scarlet Gold clan. Yes, my plan was to control the high-level experts of the Scarlet Gold clan, one by one, and then disintegrate the clan from the inside. When the Scarlet Gold clan is almost disintegrated, the Divine Moon Palace will take action to control the entire Scarlet Gold clan. But now, with the help of the Blood Marten clan and you, Jian Wushuang, there is no need to go through so much trouble. We can attack the Scarlet Gold clan right now and forcibly take control of the clan, Xiao'er said. Jian Wushuang nodded secretly. If it was just the Divine Moon Palace, they would have to be more cautious when dealing with the Scarlet Gold clan alone. After all, the Divine Moon Palace had to guard against the 9-tailed clan. But now, with the addition of Jian Wushuang and the Blood Marten clan, the overall strength of the Divine Moon Palace had increased greatly, so there was no need to be so cautious. Miss Xiao'er, when do you plan to make a move? Jian Wushuang asked. I'll go back and prepare my men. In 3 months. Well, do it directly, Xiao'er said. In 3 months. Jian Wushuang narrowed his eyes and nodded. In 3 months. Well, wait for your news, Miss Xiao'er. Chapter 3459, Breaking the Formation Xiao'er, and Lord Su soon returned to Divine Moon Palace. After all, they were going to deal with the Scarlet Gold clan, so Divine Moon Palace had to be prepared. Jian Wushuang stayed in the Blood Marten clan. 10 days later, Zhuo Peng and Princess Ying got married in the Blood Marten clan's territory. The wedding was quite grand. Experts from the surrounding clans and forces were sent to attend the wedding, and the gifts were also quite generous. After all, one of the 2 families that got married was the Blood Marten clan. The other one was the most famous Heavenly Sword Marquis in the Divine Beginning realm. The clans in the Demon region naturally had to give him face. During the wedding, Jian Wushuang only showed up briefly and did not have much interaction with these clans. However, the wedding went smoothly, and Zhuo Peng got married to Princess Ying as he wished. After the wedding, the Blood Marten clan began to secretly prepare. In the blink of an eye, 3 months had passed. In a secluded void, not far away from the Blood Marten clan, several figures stood there waiting quietly. Jian Wushuang and Demon Master Qinhua were among these people, in addition to the 6 principals masters of the Blood Marten clan, including Xiao'er. Suddenly, everyone in the void raised their heads. They're here. Jian Wushuang also looked forward. Sure enough, in the void in front of them, there were more than a dozen figures, led by 2 gray-robed figures. Although the 2 gray-robed figures concealed their appearances and auras, Jian Wushuang and Xiao'er both knew that they were Xiao'er and Lord Su, who had become slaves. As for the experts behind them, they were naturally the experts of Divine Moon Palace. There were a total of 18 principals masters, and their auras were very strong. Almost all of them had reached the 3rd realm of the void, and there were many principals masters in the 4th realm of the void. Even there were 3 experts in the 5th void realm. As expected of Divine Moon Palace, which is able to fight the 9-tailed clan head-on. What a powerful lineup. Jian Wushuang secretly praised these experts. Clan leader Xiao'er, you should have told the Blood Marten clan's principals masters the whole story, right? Xiao'er first looked at Xiao'er. Miss Xiao'er, don't worry. I have already informed them. Furthermore, the entire Blood Marten clan has agreed to stand on the same side as the Divine Moon Palace and the Heavenly Sword Marquis. Xiao'er laughed. The 5 experts from the Blood Marten clan behind him immediately nodded. These masters of the rules of the Blood Marten clan had also learned of the Blood Marten clan's alliance with the Divine Moon Palace from Xiao'er. At the same time, they also learned of the purpose of this trip. In the beginning, their hearts were extremely shaken. However, after so many days, they had calmed down. At the same time, Xiao'er had already told them about the relationship between the Blood Marten clan and the Divine Moon Palace. Therefore, no one in the Blood Marten clan objected to this matter. It's good that you all understand. Since we have chosen to attack the Scarlet Gold clan, the Divine Moon Palace will certainly use the people that we had painstakingly planted in the Scarlet Gold clan. Therefore, we must not make any unexpected changes in the middle of this attack. Otherwise, once all our efforts have been wasted, the Scarlet Gold clan and the 9-tailed clan will be on guard. It will be too difficult to control the Scarlet Gold clan with the same method in the future. Xiao'er said, Miss Xiao'er, your Divine Moon Palace and the 9-tailed clan have been fighting fiercely for years. You've mobilized so many experts at once. The 9-tailed clan should have noticed it, right? Jian Wushuang asked. Don't worry. I've made preparations this time. I've temporarily diverted the attention of the 9-tailed clan. Although I've mobilized these experts, they haven't noticed me. But just to be on the safe side, we must be as fast as possible. We must finish the battle quickly. We mustn't give the 9-tailed clan any time to react. Xiao'er said. In that case, what are we waiting for? Let's go to the Scarlet Gold clan now, Jian Wushuang said. Okay. Xiao'er nodded. More than 20 principals masters immediately headed toward the territory of the Scarlet Gold clan as fast as they could. With the speed of the principals masters, they arrived at the void outside the territory of the Scarlet Gold clan in less than half a day. The Scarlet Gold clan is right in front of us. Xiao'er looked at the hazy void in the distance. After all, it's the nest of a top clan. If I'm not mistaken, the Scarlet Gold clan should also have a very powerful clan-protecting formation. Jian Wushuang said. Of course. Xiao'er nodded. Our Blood Marten clan and the Scarlet Gold clan are in the same territory. Over the years, we have fought with each other many times. Both sides know very well that the Scarlet Gold clan also has a very powerful clan-protecting formation. Although the power of the clan-protecting formation is not as powerful as ours, it would be quite difficult to break it by force. Of course, if a super expert at the peak of the 6th realm of the void attacks, when Xiao'er said this, he could not help but glance at Demon Master Chenhua beside him. This defensive array of the Scarlet Gold clan is indeed not weak. However, it is not too difficult to break it. Xiao'er smiled, after which she glanced at Lord Su beside her. Go. Lord Su nodded. His body flashed, and he had already rushed toward the Scarlet Gold clan alone. The principals masters of the Blood Marten clan revealed a puzzled expression when they saw this scene. Could it be that Miss Xiao'er wants Lord Su to break the formation alone? Xiao frowned. Although Lord Zu's strength is outstanding, he is not considered the top amongst the 6 void realms. It is unlikely for him to break the formation of the Scarlet Gold clan alone, right? Haha, just be prepared and watch. Xiao'er smiled confidently. Seeing Xiao'er's expression, Jian Wushuang's expression changed slightly, but he already understood. I'm afraid Miss Xiao'er doesn't want Lord Su to break the formation alone, but someone in the Scarlet Gold clan should cooperate with him. Jian Wushuang remembered that Miss Xiao'er had just said that if they wanted to attack the Scarlet Gold clan, they had to use the people who had been planted in the Scarlet Gold clan. If nothing unexpected happened, they would be able to break the clan-protecting formation. Sure enough, not long after Lord Su arrived outside the Scarlet Gold clan, the inside of the clan-protecting formation of the Scarlet Gold clan suddenly, boom, with a violent boom, the entire clan-protecting formation of the Scarlet Gold clan shook violently and then began to shake crazily. And at this moment, Lord Su directly attacked. Qi, an incomparably sharp black spear, carrying with it a shocking might that only 6th-level Void Realm experts possessed, pierced through the space and ferociously stabbed toward the defensive formation of the Scarlet Gold clan. Chapter 3460 Defeat the Scarlet Gold clan. The power of the Scarlet Gold clan's clan protection formation was indeed extraordinary. If Lord Su alone were to attack it head-on, 1 or 2 attacks might not be enough to defeat the clan protection formation. However, if someone were to provide support from the inside, if they were to attack the clan protection formation from the inside, coupled with Lord Su, the clan protection formation would not be able to withstand it. As expected, when Lord Zu's black spear, which carried an earth-shaking power, struck the clan protection array, the entire array collapsed, and a large amount of power began to dissipate. The Scarlet Gold clan, which was originally covered by the array, was completely exposed in this world. The clan protection array of the Scarlet Gold clan has been broken. Help me and attack the Scarlet Gold clan together with me. Remember to try not to kill the upper echelons of the Scarlet Gold clan. Use lightning-like methods to suppress them before leaving them to me to control. In addition, we have to be as fast as possible. As soon as Xiao'er finished speaking, many principals, masters of the Divine Moon Palace, and the Blood Marten clan immediately covered the territory of the Scarlet Gold clan like dark clouds. As for Jian Wushuang and Demon Master Qinhua, they also followed the crowd as if they were strolling in a garden. When they arrived at the territory of the Scarlet Gold clan, the entire clan was already in chaos. Qi Li, what are you trying to do? Elder Qi Li, are you crazy? Qi Li, my Scarlet Gold clan has done nothing wrong to you. Why did you break the clan protection array of my Scarlet Gold clan today? Low cries resounded through the entire sky. The principals, masters of the Scarlet Gold clan had already risen up, and they were all extremely shocked and furious. The one who was surrounded by the principals, masters of the Scarlet Gold clan was a golden-robed old man. That golden-robed old man had a smile on his face at this moment. This smile was extremely demonic. Elder Qi Li. The eyes of the Scarlet Gold clan leader were cold as he stared at the golden-robed old man. However, the gaze of this golden-robed old man suddenly turned toward the empty space in front of him. He is here. The many principals, masters of the Scarlet Gold clan also immediately sensed it. They all turned their heads over. When they saw this, their expressions changed greatly. They saw a large group of figures. None of them emitted an extremely majestic and powerful aura that had reached the level of Principal's masters. A total of over 20 people pressed down like dark clouds. A powerful pressure that could suffocate people was emitted from these figures. At the same time, hearty laughter reverberated within the entire Scarlet Gold clan. Haha, the Scarlet Gold clan is very lively. This is my first time coming to the Scarlet Gold clan, one of the top races in the Demon region. Clan leader Scarlet Gold, how have you been? This unbridled laughter resounded throughout every corner of the Scarlet Gold clan. The ordinary clansmen of the Scarlet Gold clan were all in a daze. They did not know what had happened. Only the Principal's masters. All of their faces were extremely ugly. The Principal's masters of the Blood Marten clan are inside. Other than that, there are even more Principal's masters from the Divine Moon Palace. The eyes of the Scarlet Gold clan leader narrowed. It's the Divine Moon Palace. The Divine Moon Palace wants to attack our Scarlet Gold clan. The Scarlet Gold clan leader immediately understood and made a decision. Quickly send a message to the Nine-Tailed clan. All the elders work together and block them. The Scarlet Gold clan leader shouted sternly. Instantly, the many Principal's masters of the Scarlet Gold clan, who were originally surrounding the golden-robed old man, immediately rushed forward to meet those Principal's masters who were attacking them. Seeing this scene, the golden-robed old man laughed out loud. Ha ha! Just these Principal's masters of the Scarlet Gold clan want to block my Divine Moon Palace? They are simply daydreaming. Indeed, although the Scarlet Gold clan was a top clan, they were also very strong among the top clans. They had a total of 10 Principal's masters, including the Scarlet Gold clan leader. He was an expert at the peak of the 5th Void Realm. However, his battle strength was nothing in front of the combined forces of the Divine Moon Palace, the Blood Marten clan, and Jian Wushuang. Boom! Ira V is with a loud boom. Lord Su rushed to the front of the crowd. His aura was overwhelming, and the power of the experts of the 6 Void Realms was fully displayed in his hands. He was also extremely fast. He immediately rushed into the group of Principal's masters of the Scarlet Gold clan. Chi! The 2 strange spear shadows pierced through the void, and the divine bodies of the 2 Principal's masters of the Scarlet Gold clan, without any hindrance. The divine bodies of these 2 Principal's masters immediately collapsed, losing nearly 40% of their divine power on the spot. Following that, many experts from the Divine Moon Palace and the Blood Marten clan came pressing over. The difference in battle strength between the 2 sides was too great, and the situation was directly one-sided. In just a single exchange, 6 of the 10 Principal's masters of the Scarlet Gold clan had their divine bodies crushed on the spot. Then, after a few rounds, the Principal's masters of the Scarlet Gold clan were completely crushed. At this moment, Miss Xiao'er also directly took action. In just a short moment, she used her charm to control a total of 3 Principal's masters of the Scarlet Gold clan. This time, the Scarlet Gold clan had even less ability to resist. Run, quickly run! When the Scarlet Gold clan's Grandmaster saw the situation in front of him, he already understood that the Scarlet Gold clan had no way to resist the other party. And although the Nine-Tailed clan had sent their experts over as soon as they received the news, even if they were to use the spatial passage, it would take some time for them to resist the enemy. However, during this time, the group of Principal's masters in front of them was fully capable of wiping out the entire Scarlet Gold clan. Therefore, in order to better preserve the Scarlet Gold clan, the Scarlet Gold clan leader immediately gave the order to abandon the clan and flee. Upon hearing the order of the Scarlet Gold clan leader, the experts of the Scarlet Gold clan immediately gave up resisting and began to flee in defeat. However, just as they were about to flee, Jian Wushuang, who had been standing in the void nearby and had not made a move, suddenly made a move. He gently raised his hand and drew a line in the void around him. A wave of the power of space-time principles instantly swept out. Buzz, buzz, buzz. The world shook. With the help of the golden banner, Jian Wushuang completely confined the space-time around him in an instant. The space-time binding immediately applied to the experts of the Scarlet Gold clan. The power of the space-time binding was shocking. It immediately slowed down the principal's masters of the Scarlet Gold clan and made it impossible for them to escape from the experts who were chasing them. No, no. Scarlet Gold's clan leader body trembled, and his eyes were filled with fear. Right under his nose, the principal's masters of his Scarlet Gold clan were being chased by the experts of the Divine Moon Palace or the Blood Marten clan, and then trapped and suppressed. Not long after, they were forcefully controlled by Xiao'er with her enchantment, and Lord Su was already blocking in front of him. In just a short moment, 9 out of the 10 principals masters of the Scarlet Gold clan were controlled by Xiao'er. The only one who was still controlled was the Scarlet Gold clan leader. Chapter 34:61 All under control. It had been less than 15 minutes since the guardian array of the Scarlet Gold clan had been destroyed and the Divine Moon Palace and the Blood Marten race had attacked the Scarlet Gold clan. However, the Scarlet Gold clan had already calmed down. The many clansmen of the Scarlet Gold clan had been appeased by the principal's masters who had been controlled by the Scarlet Gold clan. After all, most of them did not know what had happened. With the appeasement of the elders, most of them did not think too much about it, and the entire Scarlet Gold clan had naturally been completely controlled by the Divine Moon Palace. If there was only one thing that had not been controlled, it would be the Scarlet Gold clan leader. In the void at the center of the Scarlet Gold clan, a layer of temporary array had been set up around this void. This array had blocked the vision and soul probing of the Scarlet Gold clan's clansmen. In other words, the members of the Scarlet Gold clan did not know what was happening in the void. In this void, many principals masters of the Divine Moon Palace, the Blood Marten race, and the Scarlet Gold clan were gathered there. However, at this moment, everyone's eyes were fixed on the person in the middle. It was naturally the Scarlet Gold clan leader. Scarlet Gold clan leader, at this point, aren't you going to surrender? Xiao looked at the Scarlet Gold clan leader with a mocking expression. Xiao, Scarlet Gold clan leader's eyes were bloodshot like a hungry beast. Your Blood Marten clan actually defected to the Divine Moon Palace. Defected? No, my Blood Marten clan is an ally of the Divine Moon Palace. Mr. Heavenly Sword Marquis can testify to that, Xiao said with a smile. Heavenly Sword Marquis? Clan leader Scarlet Gold immediately looked at Jian Wushuang again. His eyes were bloodshot, and a shocking hatred rose from the bottom of his heart. He had killed his son with Jian Wushuang, and today, Jian Wushuang had attacked his clan with many experts from the Divine Moon Palace and the Blood Marten clan. Although Jian Wushuang did not fight with the experts from his clan, Jian Wushuang only used the time-space restriction, and time-space restriction at any time. It completely blocked the escape route of the experts from his clan. Because of this, none of the principals masters of the Scarlet Gold clan could escape. Everyone was left behind, and then controlled by Miss Xiao'er. Clan leader, I personally don't have any malice toward the Scarlet Gold clan, but unfortunately, I was born in this world and have no control over many things. Today, the Scarlet Gold clan has been reduced to such a state. You can only blame yourself for being too weak, Jian Wushuang said coldly. Haha, too weak? Yes, too weak. If we were not only a top clan but also a divine clan, we wouldn't have been so easily defeated by you. How dare you kill my son? Clan leader Scarlet Gold shouted. Well, it's all over now. Clan leader Scarlet Gold, you'd better behave. Maybe you'll suffer less. Otherwise, Xiao'er's eyes shone with a strange light. Upon seeing Xiao'er, the Scarlet Gold clan leader revealed a terrified expression. It's you, it's you. It was you who used a method to control Elder Qi Li, allowing Elder Qi Li to act as an insider and destroy our tribe's protective array. It was also you who turned all the principals masters of our clan into palace masters. You demon! The Scarlet Gold clan leader roared crazily, and his gaze was directed at the principals masters of the clan who originally belonged to the clan. At this moment, these principals masters were standing in the surrounding void like wooden blocks. They looked at him with a hint of mockery and ridicule. Bastards! Idiots! They are all a bunch of idiots! The Scarlet Gold clan leader could not help but shout in shock and anger. Don't worry, you will soon become like them. Xiao'er smiled, then she said, this Scarlet Gold clan leader still looks lively and vigorous. It seems that he still has a lot of godly power left. Lord Su, destroy his godly body once more and make him lose the ability to resist. Yes. Lord Su nodded and then attacked again. With Lord Zu's power at the 6th level of the void, it was too easy for him to destroy the divine body of the clan leader of the Scarlet Gold clan, when the clan leader of the Scarlet Gold clan could not escape anymore. In just a moment, the divine body of the clan leader of the Scarlet Gold clan was destroyed again, and the remaining divine power was also damaged. However, Lord Su did not destroy the last bit of divine power left by the clan leader of the Scarlet Gold clan. He left the clan leader of the Scarlet Gold clan with his life. And at this moment, Xiao'er appeared in front of the Scarlet Gold clan leader. Scarlet Gold clan leader, look at me, Xiao'er said softly. Her voice was so beautiful that people could not help but feel intoxicated. Demon, you demon! The Scarlet Gold clan leader clearly knew Xiao'er's methods and knew that he could not look at Xiao'er. However, when he heard Xiao'er's voice, he could not help but look over. When he looked over, his eyes quickly became empty, and he was stunned. In the void beside them, Jian Wushuang and Demon Master Chenhua stood there quietly, making everyone pay attention to the scene in front of them. They saw Scarlet Gold clan leader and Xiao'er looking at each other. The former was completely stunned, as if he was possessed, while Xiao'er was mumbling something to him. Scarlet Gold clan leader nodded stiffly on the way. After a while, well, go and recover your divine power, Xiao'er said softly. Yes, master. Scarlet Gold clan leader nodded and then flew toward the void. This scene made Jian Wushuang's pupils shrink. Miss Xiao'er's enchantment is really amazing. An expert at the peak of the 5th void realm became her slave in a short time, Jian Wushuang murmured. It is indeed a terrifying enchantment. Fortunately, Miss Xiao'er's cultivation is not very high. She is only at the 4th void realm. If she reaches the 5th void realm, or even the 6th void realm, no one among the Masters of Rules would be able to resist her enchantment. Even I don't have absolute confidence, Demon Master Chenhua said. Fortunately, Miss Xiao'er is my friend, not my enemy. Otherwise, I would have killed her earlier, Jian Wushuang said. After controlling all the experts of the Scarlet Gold clan, Xiao'er flew toward Jian Wushuang. Miss Xiao'er, congratulations. After controlling the Scarlet Gold clan, your Divine Moon Palace's overall strength has reached a new level. I'm afraid that the Divine Moon Palace won't be afraid of the Nine-Tailed clan, even without the help of me and the Blood Marten clan, Jian Wushuang said. It's nothing. Although my Divine Moon Palace can compete with the Nine-Tailed clan, I'm still far from taking control of the Nine-Tailed clan. You and the Blood Marten clan are indispensable, Xiao'er said with a smile. Chapter 3462 shook the demon realm, of course. After controlling the Scarlet Gold clan and controlling all the principals masters of the Scarlet Gold clan, the overall strength of our Divine Moon Palace has indeed surpassed that of the Nine-Tailed clan. If we include the Blood Marten clan and you, Jian Wushuang, The strength of our camp is far beyond that of the Nine-Tailed clan. With such a huge difference in strength, we can truly declare war on the Nine-Tailed clan, Xiao'er said. Declare war? Why? Has your divine moon palace not truly declared war on the Nine-Tailed clan? Jian Wushuang was puzzled. No, Xiao'er said. Although my divine moon palace and the Nine-Tailed clan have been fighting and fighting, we have never declared war on the outside. However, I want to let the entire demon realm and even the entire divine beginning realm know that my divine moon palace wants to fight to the death with the Nine-Tailed clan. I also want to openly retake control of the Nine-Tailed clan. Hearing this, Jian Wushuang raised his eyebrows and did not say anything more. Soon, the divine moon palace sent a message to declare war on the Nine-Tailed clan. In addition, although the divine moon palace had attacked the Scarlet Gold clan with lightning speed, completely controlling the Scarlet Gold clan and all the principal's masters, the news of the attack on the Scarlet Gold clan still spread. Although the Scarlet Gold clan quickly calmed down, many people immediately recalled the howling demon race from before. When the divine moon palace attacked the howling demon race, they had also attacked with lightning speed. Not long after, the howling demon race calmed down as if nothing had happened, but after that, the howling demon race had completely submitted to the divine moon palace. The Scarlet Gold clan's situation was clearly the same as the howling demon clan's. Naturally, many people guessed that the Scarlet Gold clan might have submitted to the divine moon palace as well. By annexing 2 top races in a row and declaring war on the Nine-Tailed clan, the divine moon palace's actions shocked all the races in the Fey domain. The entire Fey domain was also showing signs of a storm brewing. In the territory of the Nine-Tailed clan, in the magnificent palace, many high-level experts of the Nine-Tailed race gathered together. Most of the members of the Nine-Tailed race were women, and only a small number of them were men. Even among the highest-level experts, almost all of them were women. At this moment, the high-level experts of the Nine-Tailed race all had solemn expressions. Divine Moon Palace, after such a small fight for so long, are you finally going to go all out? The third princess of the Nine-Tailed clan, Duan, sat near the leader's seat. As the third princess of the Nine-Tailed clan, and with her cultivation base at the 4th realm of the void, Duan's status in the Nine-Tailed clan was naturally extremely lofty, under the premise that the clan leader of the Nine-Tailed clan had been in closed-door cultivation, all this while the only people in the entire Nine-Tailed clan whose status was comparable to this Duan were the few elders whose strength had reached the 5th realm of the void. Humph! The Divine Moon Palace is fine if they don't make a move, but now that they've made a move, they've directly taken control of the Scarlet Gold clan, 6th Princess Duan said coldly. Although there's no clear news from the Scarlet Gold clan, we can be sure that the Scarlet Gold clan is definitely like the Howling Demon clan. Many of their experts have been controlled by the Divine Moon Palace through some unknown means. After the Divine Moon Palace annexed the Howling Demon clan, they were already extremely powerful. They are not much weaker than our Nine-Tailed clan, now that they have annexed the Scarlet Gold clan. And judging from the distress message sent by the Scarlet Gold clan leader, there are also experts from the Blood Marten clan who attacked the Scarlet Gold clan. In other words, the Blood Marten clan is very likely controlled by the Divine Moon Palace, or they are already on the side of the Divine Moon Palace, said a 5 states void realm elder from the Nine-Tailed clan in a low voice. If that's the case, the 3 top races that originally existed around our territory are already on the side of the Divine Moon Palace. In addition, it's said that the Blood Marten clan is related to the Sword Heavenly Marquis. If the Heavenly Sword Marquis is on the same side as the Divine Moon Palace, then our Nine-Tailed race is indeed in a bad situation. Hearing this, the elders of the Nine-Tailed race fell silent. Indeed, the Nine-Tailed clan could easily deal with the Divine Moon Palace alone. Even if the Divine Moon Palace annexed the Howling Demon tribe, the Nine-Tailed clan could still suppress them. However, if the Divine Moon Palace annexed the two top tribes, the Scarlet Gold clan and the Blood Marten clan, together with the help of Heavenly Sword Marquis, the Divine Moon Palace's strength would probably surpass the Nine-Tailed clan's. Humph! Even if the Divine Moon Palace is powerful, our Nine-Tailed race is not weak. If they want to fight us to the death, we have to see if they have the ability to do so. Diyu sneered. Then, she said, I'm not worried that the Divine Moon Palace will come and fight us head-on. What I'm more concerned about is the origin of the Divine Moon Palace. Also, what kind of methods did they use to control the Howling Demon clan and the Scarlet Gold clan? If we don't figure these things out as soon as possible, even if the Divine Moon Palace can't do anything to us now, they can still use the same method to deal with other top races. Or they can annex the weaker races in the surroundings and constantly strengthen themselves. Sooner or later, the Divine Moon Palace's strength will reach a level that even the Nine-Tailed clan is far from being able to contend with. Third Princess is right. It is indeed the most important thing to find out the origins of the Divine Moon Palace and the means of controlling the experts of the Divine Moon Palace. However, our Nine-Tailed clan has been investigating this matter for a long time, but we haven't found any clues. Even now, we still don't know who the palace master behind the Divine Moon Palace is. The Elder of the Fifth Realm of the Void said in a deep voice. Diyu's face darkened as she said sternly, no matter what, we have to figure this out first. Otherwise, the Nine-Tailed clan will be too passive. Yes. The ordinary elders of the Nine-Tailed clan nodded one after another. And at that moment, boom, the void shook, and the entire Nine-Tailed clan shook violently. Then, in a corner of the ancestral land of the Nine-Tailed clan, a powerful aura rose up into the sky, as if a huge dragon that had been slumbering for hundreds of millions of years had suddenly woken up. The aura was too powerful, too powerful. As soon as it rose up, the entire Nine-Tailed clan was in an uproar within the majestic palace. The elders who had been sitting upright suddenly rose to their feet when they sensed the aura. Numerous gazes turned to look at the source of the aura. Chapter 3463, 6 Realms of the Void. 3. This aura, it's Mother. Diyu was the first to call out. Mother, you're coming out of seclusion? Desu was pleasantly surprised. Clan leader. Clan leader. The elders of the Nine-Tailed clan, who had reached the level of Principal's Masters, were also pleasantly surprised at this moment. The clan leader of the Nine-Tailed clan had been in closed-door cultivation since a long time ago. Naturally, he was in closed-door cultivation to strive for a higher level of strength. Everyone knew this. During the time when the clan leader was in closed-door cultivation, there were indeed many things in the Nine-Tailed clan. For example, the princess was killed by Jian Wushuang, the sudden rise of Divine Moon Palace, and the fight between the Nine-Tailed clan and Divine Moon Palace over the years. Although the fight was very fierce, the patriarch never came out of seclusion. She had been in seclusion and never came out even when her daughter died. But today, Mother, you are finally coming out of seclusion. Judging from your aura, I'm afraid that you are much stronger than before. Diyu said excitedly. This aura, an elder of the Nine-Tailed clan who had reached the peak of the 5th level of the void, exclaimed, You are too strong. You are much stronger than the ordinary 6th level of the void. Without a doubt, the clan leader's strength has reached the peak of the 6th level of the void. I wonder if he has reached that peak. After the Divine Moon Palace declared war on the Nine-Tailed clan, the clan leader has just come out of seclusion, and his strength has improved greatly. This part-time job is to bless the Nine-Tailed clan. Ha! With the clan leader here, we don't need to worry about the Divine Moon Palace. The experts of the Nine-Tailed clan laughed, and then rushed toward the source of the aura. The entire Nine-Tailed clan was also in a jubilant mood. Although the Divine Moon Palace had not risen for long, its lair was very vast. It was heavily guarded and had countless experts. Jian Wushuang and Demon Master Chenhua were currently in the lair of the Divine Moon Palace. It has only been a few hundred years since its rise, but there are really many experts in the Divine Moon Palace. I can sense more than 30 Principles Masters in my consciousness alone, not to mention the Scarlet Gold clan and the Blood Markin clan. If these two top clans are added together, the Divine Moon Palace's camp would probably have more than 50 Principles Masters. Jian Wushuang thought to himself, 50 Principles Masters. If it was in an extremely short period of time, even a Saint Realm might not be able to gather such a number. One had to admit that the power that the Divine Moon Palace controlled was indeed terrifying. The number of Principles Masters that my Divine Moon Palace controls is indeed not small, but their quality isn't too high. Many of them have just reached the second level of the Void Realm, and there aren't many who have reached the third level of the Void Realm or above. Furthermore, there was only one super expert at the sixth level of the Void Realm, Lord Su. But now, according to what I know, there are 2 experts at the sixth level of the Void Realm in the Nine-Tailed clan. One of them has just broken through the sixth realm of the Void, and is not as strong as Lord Su, but the other is the current patriarch of the Nine-Tailed clan. Her strength is extremely strong among the 6 realms of the Void. Just now, I received news from the Nine-Tailed clan that the patriarch of the Nine-Tailed clan has come out of seclusion. Xiao'er said. Oh, Jian Wushuang's expression changed. He also knew that the clan leader of the Nine-Tailed clan had been in closed-door cultivation. Even though he had killed her daughter, the clan leader of the Nine-Tailed clan had never come out of his closed-door cultivation. Not only has she come out of her closed-door cultivation, but her strength has also improved greatly. If I'm not mistaken, her battle strength should have reached the peak of the 6 Void Realms. In my Divine Moon Palace's camp, I'm afraid that only Demon Master Chenhua, who is by your side, can contend with her, Xiao'er said. The peak of the 6 Void Realms. Jian Wushuang frowned. If that's the case, won't we be in trouble? Jian Wushuang had been staying with Demon Master Chenhua all this time. He was well aware of the terrifying strength of an expert at the peak of the 6 Void Realms. Under normal circumstances, no force or sect would dare to provoke an expert at the peak of the 6 Void Realms as long as he was in charge. If an expert reached the peak of the 6 Void Realms, even a Saint Realm Master might not be able to kill him, let alone an expert of the same level. If he could not kill such an expert, it would be difficult for an ordinary person to resist his wanton slaughter. Yes, there is trouble, and it's not a small one. However, we have officially declared war on the Nine-Tailed clan. We have no choice but to take action. Moreover, we might be able to deal with an expert at the peak of the 6 Void Realms. Xiao'er said, Do you have a way to kill her? Jian Wushuang glanced at Xiao'er. Kill her? Of course not. But I want to regain control of the Nine-Tailed clan. All I need to do is to firmly control the clan. As for the 9 clan leaders, I can think of a way to drive them away. Xiao'er said. Drive them away? Jian Wushuang smiled and said, If the Nine-Tailed clan leader really reaches the peak of the 6th realm, even if Demon Master Chenhua takes action personally, he might not be able to win. I'm afraid it's very difficult to drive her away. I know. That's why I've specially invited other experts over. When they join forces with Demon Master Chenhua, they'll have the confidence to drive the Nine-Tailed clan leader away. Xiao'er said, You've invited other experts? Who are they? Jian Wushuang was puzzled. Don't worry. They've already set off. I reckon they'll be here in 3 days. When they arrive, they'll definitely meet you, Xiao'er said with a smile. Jian Wushuang did not insist. He waited quietly in the Divine Moon Palace with Demon Master Chenhua. 2 days later, the experts Xiao'er had specially invited had arrived. Jian Wushuang, let me introduce you. These three are Axe 1 Master, Marquis Duan, and Star Saint Master. They are all from Star Palace. Xiao'er introduced. Hello, Jian Wushuang. Axe 1 Master, who was wearing a golden robe and carrying a golden axe on his back, greeted Jian Wushuang with a smile. You are Jian Wushuang? I've long heard of your name, but this is the first time I've actually met you. Marquis Duan, who was gentle and refined, also smiled faintly. As for Star Saint Master, he was rather cold. He only glanced at Jian Wushuang coldly and did not say anything. However, the three people in front of him made Jian Wushuang a little confused. These three people are all experts at the peak of the 6 void realms. How is this possible? There are only so many experts of the 6 realms of the void in the divine beginning realm. How come there are 3 of them all of a sudden? Moreover, I've never heard of these 3 people before. Chapter 3464 Star Palace Jian Wushuang could be considered as a peak expert in the divine beginning realm. He was already at the top level, and his knowledge was not comparable to what he had seen before. In particular, through the temporal temple, he had a great understanding of the experts in the divine beginning realm. He had a great degree of understanding of them. Although he had never met or interacted with many of the top experts in the divine beginning realm, he had at least heard of and knew of them. But now he actually did not know of any of the 3 experts at the peak of the 6 void realms. This was a little too incredible. Star Palace. Jian Wushuang repeated the name. These 3 experts of the 6 void realms all came from Star Palace. It must be known that in the divine beginning realm, even in a saint realm, it was not possible to produce 3 experts of the 6 void realms at once. But Jian Wushuang had never heard of Star Palace before, but this time it was 3 experts of the 6 void realms. Jian Wushuang, isn't it strange? Where did these 3 experts of the 6 void realms come from? Xiao'er looked at Jian Wushuang. Yes, it's very strange. And what exactly is this Star Palace? Jian Wushuang asked. I don't know much about the origin of Star Palace, but I know that it has been a terrifying force lurking in the dark for a very long time. Even so, no more than 10 people in the divine beginning realm know of its existence. Even I learned of its existence by chance. Xiao'er said. Jian Wushuang was a little stunned. It was the first time he knew that such a terrifying force was hiding in the divine beginning realm. In the vast divine beginning realm, only less than 10 people knew about the existence of Star Palace. It must be very well hidden. Oh, I know one more thing. It's the leader of Star Palace, the palace master of Star Palace. I've met him before. He told me that his name is Xianga Daoist. Xiao'er said. Xianga Daoist? Jian Wushuang was shocked, but he soon understood. I see. Xianga Daoist was left behind by Master, or the 7 Stars mysterious sect. He had extraordinary means. After the 7 Stars mysterious sect was destroyed, and the entire 7 Stars divine realm was sealed by his master, he was still active in the divine beginning realm. After such a long time, it's not a problem for Xianga Daoist to secretly accumulate strength and gather a powerful force. Jian Wushuang understood. Daoist Xianga, that was the mysterious person he had met when he was born. Although he had only met Daoist Xianga once, he had already understood many things. First of all, Daoist Xianga was on the same side as his master, Xian Yi. If he was not mistaken, Daoist Xianga was very likely a member of the 7 Star mysterious sect. The temporal temple master had told him before that at its peak, the 7 Star mysterious sect had a total of 3 ruler-level experts. However, All he knew was his master, Xian Yen, the palace master of divine punishment, who was also sealed in the seven-star mysterious realm, was also in a deep sleep, but he did not know about the other one. The other one should be the sect master of the seven-star mysterious sect, and Jian Wushuang guessed that this seven-star sect master might be the Xian God Taoist. Taking a deep breath, Jian Wushuang looked at the three people in front of him again. Heavenly Sword Marquis, nice to meet you. Ha! Heavenly Sword Marquis, you're too kind. Although it's your first time meeting us, I'm afraid we'll have to interact with each other in the future. Marquis Duan, who was the most amiable of the three, said with a smile. Oh. Jian Wushuang's expression changed. Marquis Duan exchanged a glance with Axe 1 Master and Star Saint Master. Then he said, "To tell you the truth, my friends, the three of us are here under the orders of the Palace Master to help you and Miss Xiao'er regain control of the Nine-Tailed Clan. The Palace Master also told us that after Miss Xiao'er takes control of the Nine-Tailed Clan, the three of us will not be in a hurry to return to the Star Palace. Instead, we will continue to stay here. During this time, Heavenly Marquis, if you have any trouble, the three of us will do our best to help you." "Allowed help." Jian Wushuang's eyes suddenly lit up. Of course, he needed the help of these three people to kill the Blood Clan leader. He was worried that he could not kill the Blood Clan leader, but now he had three powerful helpers for no reason. Although the three people in front of him had not really fought, they were experts of the 6 Void Realms, so their strength was not too weak. If they waited for Divine Moon Palace to regain control of the Nine-Tailed Clan, their overall strength would greatly increase. By then, Demon Master Chenhua, Lord Su, Axe 1 Master, Marquis Duan, and Star Saint Master would have gathered the strength of 5 experts of the 6th realm of the Void. They might have a chance to kill the clan leader of the Blood Clan. The three of you, we can talk about the matter between you and Jian Wushuang later. But now, you have to help the Divine Moon Palace to control the Nine-Tailed Clan, Xiao'er said. "Of course. Now that we are here, we will do our best," Marquis Duan said with a smile. "That's good. The overall strength of the Divine Moon Palace is far above that of the Nine-Tailed Clan. If we attack the Nine-Tailed Clan, there are 2 troublesome things. The first is the current patriarch of the Nine-Tailed Clan," Xiao'er said in a low voice. "According to the news from the Nine-Tailed Clan, the patriarch has come out of seclusion and his strength has improved greatly. He has reached the peak of the 6 Void Realms. His strength can pose a great threat to us. However, my Divine Moon Palace's camp already has 2 Void 6-stage experts, Demon Master Chenhua and Lord Su, especially Demon Master Chenhua. His strength is definitely not inferior to that Nine-Tailed Clan leader, and it might even be even stronger. If we have 3 more people helping us, even if we can't kill that Nine-Tailed Clan leader, we can still crush her and make her flee in a sorry state. So, the second thing that's more troublesome now is the Nine-Tailed Clan's clan protection formation." Xiao'er's expression became solemn. "I'm originally from the Nine-Tailed Clan, so I'm very familiar with the clan protection formation of the Nine-Tailed Clan. That formation is extremely powerful, and it's far from what the Scarlet Gold Clan and the Blood Marken Clan's clan protection formation can compare to if we want to directly destroy the formation. Unless a Saint Realm Master or a ruler-level expert personally makes a move, even if 2 or 3 experts who have reached the pinnacle of the 6 realms of the Void join hands, they might not be able to defeat it." Chapter 3465, Marquis Duan, the clan-protecting formation of the Nine-Tailed Clan is so powerful. Jian Wushuang could not help being surprised. In his opinion, the clan-protecting formation of the Blood Marten clan was already very powerful. However, it was clear that the clan-protecting formation of the Nine-Tailed Clan was much more powerful than that of the Blood Marten clan. The clan-protecting array of the nine-tailed race is a complete set of array that the ancestors of the nine-tailed race obtained by chance while adventuring in the universe battlefield. The power of this array is indeed extraordinary. Unfortunately, in the history of the nine-tailed race, there has never been a ruler-level great being born. Otherwise, if a ruler-level great being had personally activated this array and set it up, then even a ruler-level great being would not have been able to shake this array in the slightest. Xiao'er said, "It's normal. After all, it's a divine clan, so it has some foundation. Without some powerful means, the nine-tailed clan couldn't have survived until now." Axe One Master said calmly, "Miss Xiao'er, can you deal with the formation of the nine-tailed clan from the inside, like you did with the Scarlet Gold clan?" Jian Wushuang asked. "No." Xiao'er shook her head. "The method used to break the formation of the Scarlet Gold clan can't be used on the formation of the nine-tailed clan. The formation is a complete formation, which is like a treasure. It has a formation spirit, and its foundation, core, and even the whole formation are controlled by the formation spirit. Even the patriarch of the nine-tailed clan is not qualified to control the formation, so he can't break it from the inside. In addition, even if I have to control some of the top experts of the nine-tailed clan, I have been trying to infiltrate them over the years. However, the souls of the clansmen of the nine-tailed clan are extremely powerful. The stronger they are, the harder it is to control them. Besides, the nine-tailed clan is not like those top clans. They won't give me an opportunity so easily. Therefore, although I have controlled a few people in the nine-tailed clan, including the rule master, there are no important figures." "If that's the case, we'll be in trouble," Jian Wushuang said with a frown. "It won't be a problem. The clan-protecting formation of the nine-tailed clan is strong, but it's not impossible to break it," Axe One Master suddenly said with a smile. "Oh." Jian Wushuang and Xiao'er immediately looked at Axe One Master. "Axe One Master, do you have a solution?" Xiao'er asked. "Miss Xiao'er, Heavenly Sword Marquis, you may not know this, but among the three of us, Star Saint Master and I are good at fighting and defending. We face our enemies head-on. Both of us are not weak in the 6 void realms, but Marquis Duan, although he is also in the 6 void realms, his real combat strength is probably not much stronger than a peak of the 5 void realms," Axe One Master said with a smile. Jian Wushuang and Xiao'er could not help glancing at the gentle Marquis Duan. "To tell you the truth, I am not good at fighting head-on. What I am good at is the Tao of formation," Marquis Duan said. "Good at formation?" Jian Wushuang's expression changed. "Marquis Duan, you mean you can break the clan-protecting formation of the nine-tailed clan?" Marquis Duan just smiled and said, "Nothing. It's not that simple." Xiao'er frowned and said, "As far as I know, there was an expert who reached the peak of the formation Tao in the divine beginning realm. He stayed outside the clan-protecting formation of the nine-tailed clan for 100 years, but he couldn't find any clues, let alone break it. Marquis Duan, you may be good at formations, but to break the clan-protecting formation of the nine-tailed clan, I'm afraid. Ha! Looks like Miss Xiao'er doesn't really believe me." Marquis Duan smiled, but he wasn't angry at all. Instead, he continued to smile. "Miss Xiao'er, I know that the nine-tailed clan's protective array is a complete 5 elements array. It contains the fusion power of the 5 great laws of metal, wood, water, fire, and earth, forming a perfect formless array that can be used to attack or defend. It's extremely terrifying. Ha! The person who created this formation must have surpassed an ordinary ruler. Of course, it's not easy to break such a formation. Those so-called formation masters in the divine, beginning realm. To put it bluntly, they haven't really roamed the universe battlefield or understood the formation in the universe. These people can't even be considered as the threshold of the formation. But I'm different. I don't know much about the arrays in the divine beginning realm, but I've studied those arrays in the universe battlefield. There are many complete arrays in the universe, not only these 5 elements arrays, but there are also some special arrays that are higher in level than the 5 elements arrays. I've studied them and even tried to crack them. It's not a difficult task. Although Marquis Duan, you was still gentle and refined, his words were filled with absolute confidence and even pride. Jian Wushuang and Xiao'er could not help looking at him with surprise. At this moment, Acts 1 Master said, "Don't worry, I can guarantee that no one in the divine beginning realm can compare to Marquis Duan Yu in terms of formations, especially those that are passed down in the universe battlefield. If there is only one person in the divine beginning realm who can break your 5 elemental formation, Marquis Duan Yu is the only one. Moreover, in order to ensure that there will be no accidents, Palace Master asked us to wait for a special supreme treasure." "What supreme treasure?" Xiao'er asked. "The realm-breaking talisman is a supreme treasure passed down in the universe. All formations below the level of an Earth Saint cannot hide from it. As for the 5 elemental formation of the 9-tailed clan, it can only reach the level of an Earth Saint when it is at its strongest. As for now, it is not even an Earth Saint level. With Marquis Duan, yes, understanding of the Tao of formation and the realm-breaking talisman, it should be easy for him to break the 5 elemental formation of the 9-tailed clan," Acts 1 Master said with a smile. Hearing this, Jian Wushuang and Xiao'er's eyes lit up. "In that case, I'll rely on you in the magic formation," Xiao'er said. "My purpose is to break the formation. As for the battle between you and the 9-tailed clan, I don't intend to interfere," Marquis Duan Yu said with a smile. "That's not a problem," Xiao'er said with a smile. "Well, since we can solve the 2 most troublesome problems, we can discuss when we are ready to fight," Jian Wushuang said. "We have declared war on the 9-tailed clan, so we must fight to the death with them. The 9-tailed clan naturally knows this. We are all ready, but I'm afraid the 9-tailed clan is not ready yet. Let's take advantage of the fact that they are not fully prepared," Xiao'er said seriously. Chapter 34:60. The army arrived. Immediately? If that's the case, then I'll ask Miss Xiao'er to gather the experts as soon as possible, Marquis Duan Yu said. "The experts of our Divine Moon Palace have long been prepared. Now we're only waiting for the experts of the Howling Demon Clan, the Scarlet Gold Clan, and the Blood Marten Clan to arrive," Xiao'er said. Very soon, the Howling Demon Clan, the Scarlet Gold Clan, and the Blood Marten Clan, which had been completely controlled by Xiao'er, as well as the Blood Marten Clan, which had formed an alliance with the Divine Moon Palace, arrived. Of the 3 top clans, the Howling Demon Clan and the Scarlet Gold Clan were both extremely powerful. This time, upon receiving Xiao'er's orders, they sent out more than 10 Principals Masters from the 2 top clans. The Blood Marten Clan was slightly weaker, but they had also sent out 6 Principals Masters. However, the Divine Moon Palace's own power was even more terrifying. All the Principals Masters in the Divine Moon Palace, including nearly 20 of them, had also come out in full force. In the vast void, numerous experts could be seen floating in the air. At a glance, there were nearly 50 of them, and all of them were Principals, Masters, not to mention Jian Wushuang. The strength of nearly 50 Principals Masters was too strong. Although the 9-tailed clan is a celestial race, there are only about 30 Principals Masters in total. They are far inferior to our camp. As for the top experts, we have 5 experts of the 6 void realms, including Demon Master Chenhua, Lord Su, Axe 1 Master Marquis Duan Yu, and Star Saint Master. We are also far stronger than them. We will definitely win this battle. Xiao'er's eyes lit up. Let's go. With Xiao'er's order, many experts from the Divine Moon Palace's camp headed straight for the 9-tailed clan. The atmosphere in the 9-tailed clan was very tense. "Mother, We have already sent out invitations to all the solitary experts and forces who have benefited from our nine-tailed clan. Some experts have agreed to rush over. Now, 5 principals masters have arrived in the tribe. The rest will arrive soon. Diyu stood respectfully in the hall. At the very top of the great hall, there was a luxurious woman dressed in a fiery red robe. This woman looked much more beautiful than Diyu, only slightly more mature. She sat there quietly, her fingers tapping on the armchair. Her gaze was lazy as she scanned the area below her. Everyone who was caught by her gaze, including the 2 experts of the 5th level of the void, could not help but lower their heads. This gorgeous woman in a fiery red robe was the current clan leader of the nine-tailed clan, Duan. What else? An indifferent voice came out from the gorgeous woman's mouth. Although the nine-tailed clan was already in an extremely tense atmosphere due to the Divine Moon Palace's direct declaration of war, as the clan leader, Duan appeared very languid and calm. There's also the Dark Clan. Among the 4 great divine clans, our nine-tailed clan has the best relationship with the Dark Clan. Many years ago, the clan encountered some unforeseen circumstances, and our nine-tailed clan once lent a helping hand. Therefore, our nine-tailed clan has sought the help of the Dark Clan this time. The clan leader of the Dark Clan has also promised to lend a helping hand to our nine-tailed clan. Moreover, we are already starting to worry about the experts. It won't be long before many experts of the Dark Clan arrive, said Diyu. Upon hearing this, the elders of the nine-tailed clan heaved a sigh of relief. The Dark Clan was one of the 4 great divine clans. In terms of strength, they were slightly stronger than the nine-tailed clan. If the Dark Clan was willing to lend a hand, it would naturally be of great help to the nine-tailed clan. If the Dark Clan were to lend a hand, the Divine Moon Palace alone would not be able to do anything to the nine-tailed clan. Back then, the nine-tailed clan did help the Dark Clan. Now that the Dark Clan has helped the nine-tailed clan, we have to return the favor. If we use this favor now, we won't be able to do it again in the future, Duan said calmly. That's right. However, the threat of the Divine Moon Palace is too great. We can only use this favor for now, Diyu said. In addition to the Dark Clan, I have also negotiated with the experts of the 3 Saint Realms. Oh. Ying's expression finally changed. He looked down and asked, what did the 3 Saint Realms say? It's very strange. Logically speaking, the Heavenly Sword Marquis is standing with the Divine Moon Palace this time. Given the enmity between the 3 Saint Domains and the Heavenly Sword Marquis, since the Heavenly Sword Marquis has already intervened, the 3 Saint Realms should also intervene. Even if they can't do anything to the Heavenly Sword Marquis, they shouldn't let the Heavenly Sword Marquis succeed. I negotiated with the experts of the 3 Saint Realms. I thought they would agree to help, but in the end, Diyu frowned. They didn't agree? Asked Duan. Yes, not only did they not agree, but they also said that the fight between the forces and clans in the demon realm had nothing to do with the 3 holy realms. They didn't mention anything about Heavenly Sword Marquis, said Diyu. It's normal. The real purpose of the 3 holy realms is to kill Heavenly Sword Marquis. They have already attacked once before, and the 3 masters of the Saint Realm have all appeared at the same time, but they still failed to kill him. Under such circumstances, they won't attack again so soon. At least, they won't easily deal with Heavenly Sword Marquis before they have absolute confidence. But once they are ready to attack, the time for Heavenly Sword Marquis to die will come, said Duan with a smile. Mother, are you saying that the 3 great Saint Realms are preparing a great killing weapon to kill Heavenly Sword Marquis, but they have even personally attacked the 3 great Saint Realm Masters? Do they have any more powerful methods? Diyu frowned. Don't underestimate the 3 great Saint Realms. Don't forget that the will of the heavenly Tao stands behind the three great saint realms. Their methods are not what you can imagine. De Ing smiled. Forget it. Even if the three saint realms aren't willing to take action, as long as the Dark Clan is willing to lend a helping hand and the experts invited by our nine-tailed clan to help, there's no need to fear the Divine Moon Palace. Mother is right. Yu nodded respectfully, but right at this moment, the yes expression suddenly changed. Many principals, masters of the nine-tailed clan in the hall, were also shocked. What's wrong? Da Ing looked down. Mother, the experts of the Divine Moon Palace have arrived. You said seriously? Oh, so soon? Da Ing could not help but look surprised, but then he smiled. Yes, the people of the Divine Moon Palace are very smart. They know that our nine-tailed clan is not fully prepared. The experts invited and the reinforcements of the Dark Clan haven't arrived yet, so they want to take the opportunity to attack our nine-tailed clan directly. Humph, you think well, but the truth is not that easy. You sneered. Let's go out and take a look together. Da Ing waved his hand, but he had already disappeared into the hall.